I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I'd lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shorts on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye. Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm mad at options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I'd lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye.
Yo, what's up, my people? What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody is okay. I am back. Sorry, I did not stream yesterday. I took a day off. Rightly so. I stream so much. I provide so much content. Well, I try to anyways. I had a day off. It was my Achilles' birthday yesterday, so I had to go and enjoy. I had to go and kick back, relax. But nothing really much happened yesterday, did it? I didn't in the football world. Nothing really crazy happened other than Man City losing to Tottenham. But you know what? This is looking peak for Man City. Yo, it is looking shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. How are you telling me they lost yesterday and they took an L today? Double whammy. Guardiola is done. Guardiola is done. City's going down with $1 billion in the bank, billion in the bank, billion in the bank. City's going down with $1 billion in the bank. These scums need to go down. First and foremost, let's pay our respect. Let's pay our dues, our homage to none other than our legends. Busby babes, we must remember them. We must not forget the sacrifice, and the lives lost. We must not forget. It was a beautiful moment. We saw Ten Hag, we saw Harry Maguire in the Old Trafford Stadium outside in the memorial, giving prayers and thoughts. It was nice that what they did. A lot of people turned out as well. It was good. It was really touching and really nice. We do that, Old Trafford. They do that every year. So big up Mohammed, one of the latest members of PlanetFaz, for bringing that up as well. Thank you very, very much. And also, let's not forget for the people that are in Turkey and Syria at the moment, who are currently going through an absolute nightmare that you could never, ever wish or think on anyone. And frankly, the situation that Turkey and Syria are going through right now, I'll be honest with you, you can never relate to something like this ever, because it is so atrocious. Earthquake is not a joke. Your house, your livelihood, your workplace, your family members, whatever the local park, everything's turned upside down. Hospitals, schools. It is a very tough time. I hope the the UN. I hope the humanitarian protection committees and etc. in the world can come together and help them. To be honest, and help them. It is a really bad time. It is a really bad time. So what I am going to be doing, and this is a very last minute thing that I can only do to help, is any super chat given today will be donated to a charity that is helping Turkey and Syria. I'm gonna just update that on here so you guys can see that as well. So any super chats donated today will be given to Turkey and Syria cause or charities that are involved. Let me just 1 second. Will be let me see if that even will that. Oh no. Let me see. Command. Let me put that up there actually. There you go. Yeah, so I'll just put that like this. Yeah, any donations made today will be given to a charity, whatever I can give as well. Times like this we must stay together. Times like this we must help. Whatever you can give, it is always goes a long way for those people. Like I say, you can never imagine what happens to such people who go through situations like this. You have no idea where you're going to get your next meal, where you're going to sleep, where you're going to do for the next hour. You know, there are certain family members that might be missing. Turkey is a very beautiful country. I've been to Turkey. I'm planning to possibly go this year. It's very close to my heart. My best friends are from Turkey as well. I have a few best friends from Turkey who are obviously, you know, currently have family in Turkey as well who are seeking help. So yeah, anything that you guys can provide today, I will be donating and adding to it as well, whatever I can. So big up to you guys, big up to the community. Love as always. Love as always. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up to Ahmed, says love to the Busby Babes. That's correct, sir. Big up Alien Tenno. Welcome to the stream as well. Big up Logan, man. I see you found a new picture. I'm glad you have found a new picture of me. Montreal MUFC says, first time watching this channel. Montreal, welcome to the stream. I hope you stay. I hope you find it enjoyable. I hope you like the stream. I do my best to read every comment as well as interact with all of you. Big up Woodward says, PlanetFaz got me 443. Big up Matt says, big up Pep Guardiola. OT is waiting for you. Ten Hag has always needed a right-hand man. Pep Guardiola as Ten Hag's right-hand man, you know, that's that's a bit crazy. Alien Tenno says, Little City, you will never eat at the big boys' table. You won't. You won't. Well, they tried it. But listen, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of politics to talk about. I got a few things to get off my chest. Big up Dan in the chat says, nothing will happen. A laughable fine, Max. This is a political move from the Premier League. This is a political move from the Premier League. They don't want the government to make them have independent regulators. That's an interesting one. Will they? That's the question is, will they find them appropriately? The question is appropriately. And you guys, like I say always, you guys have to help me with this. I'm not the most educated person on this, in all honesty. The first thing first is Chelsea were in a similar situation. Juventus were in a similar situation. How many counts of charges did they face? Can someone tell me? How many charges did they face? Did they face 100 plus or less than 100? How many charges did Chelsea face? How many charges did Juventus face? Because Chelsea got a transfer ban. I don't know what else Chelsea got. Please, someone, Logan or someone in the chat, you know, put all the details. But 100 charges is a lot of fucking charges, bruv. 100 charges. You definitely have to get fucking 30, 40 points, man. Easy. What 15 points? Get out of here, man. 100 for every charge should be 1 point. I swear to God. I swear they should diminish Man City. It's like it's not even fair. But we know they've got the Mr. Loophole lawyer. They've got the Mr. 20 grand a day lawyer. If you know, Man City's lawyer that helped them through COVID time to get out of UEFA situation, who they paid 20 grand a day to get them out of. But this is scummy behavior. I had one Man City fan on Twitter he said, "Oh, if cheating is allowed, let it happen." Like, what kind of donkey shit is that? What kind of donkey shit is that? Saying that let it happen. Big up Ronald says we are here fast. A lot is happening today, bro. A lot, man. I mean, I'm hearing potential relegation, potential points deduction. Even though they get points deducted, they'll be above Liverpool and Chelsea. Liverpool, Chelsea. Both of those teams, yes, scumbag team, stay down there. Man City could get points deducted and still would be above you. Shame on you. Shame on you, Liverpool. See you in 30 years. So there's points deduction, there's relegation, there's potential withdrawal or pullback of all the trophies won in that time period. Meaning Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have won a trophy. Meaning Jose Mourinho, my stepdad, would have won a trophy. Meaning my granddad, Saf, Sir Alex Ferguson, would have won another trophy. 21. Can you do some from? A lot has happened, man. There's a lot to talk about. Send them down to third division, man. Send them to National League. Send them to National League. I want to see Kevin De Bruyne in National League. I want to see Haaland in National League, man. Praise to the people of Turkey, says Montreal. Thank you. How you doing, Faz? Devastating what's happening in Turkey, says United. We are. You are right, sir. Scared to death. Scared to look. They shook because they ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. That's a nice rhyme. Scared to death, scared to look. They shook ain't they shook because ain't no such as halfway crooks. Wow, that's a nice one, Muhammad. Thank you. What's the topic for today? Today's topic is Man City, man. Today's topic is Manchester City. Ali. Hey, Ali's here says, yes, Stevie G gets his prem. My manager Klopp 3 prems. Ali, stop this fake prop. You were saying Klopp out. Only 48 hours ago, you said Klopp out. So please, don't do this. Thank you very much, Ronald Jacob, with the super chats. This will be donated to a cause that is going on to help support people in Turkey and Syria. So big up to you. Everyone else as well, get donating, because everything that we make today, I will be donating to a charity to help the people and the survivors and the victims of the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. And Ronald Jacob says, Manchester is red. Always has been. Always has been. The city is yours. The city is yours. 20,000 empty seats. Are you freaking sure? Respect to the Busby babes. We stand with you, Turkey. Great initiative, Faz. For all what I said above, and for Man City tears, this is for them. Lakaka, Fellaini, Sanchez, Pogba, David De Gea, Rashford, Martial, Harry Maguire. Oh my God. And many more waiting for Premier League medals. Herrera, bro. Name them all, bro. Faz, how old is this photo? Like 6-7 years ago? Maybe. Chelsea had a very different case. Okay. I have Turkish first, says Paula Chain. Here, I have Turkish friends here too, and just check how they were doing. Thankfully, their families are okay. Yeah, there is a lot of people who are affected, who are seeking desperate help. So it would be good for us to be coming together as a community and helping the people that are there, because that's what we are about as a community. That's what we do here. The guaranteed decisions on City will be 100% points deduction, fine, and transfer ban. Maybe more with it. So that will be the 100%. Okay, that would be good. OG Simpson lawyer, trust me, like they got some mad lawyer. Montreal says not even close. Juventus, Chelsea, and Rangers were not struck with this many charges and yet paid the price hard. I mean, Juventus being prime example, right? Juventus just got sent down to the gulag. Chelsea, transfer ban. Now they're spending out of their ass. That's what they're doing. City out of Football League and trophies taken away, please. First thing, Adnan Januzaj. Wow, Hazza Harry, thank you for that comment, man. Thank you for that comment. Adnan Januzaj would win a trophy as well. There's a lot of people who are owed Premier League medals, you know. A lot of people are owed Premier League trophies. That is like, listen, how are you telling me you sell your goddamn tickets, yeah, on Groupon? Man City tickets, yeah, they go for cheap. Let me even look. Man City ticket discount code. Manchester City ticket discount, yeah? Look. Ask Manchester City home tickets. Bro, Manchester City home tickets are on discount, bro. Bro, Manchester City, yeah, Champions League ticket, £50. Manchester City Premier League ticket, £50. Manchester City Premier League ticket, £60. Bro, these men are frauds. How are you telling me you're a bigger club than us? Jamie Carragher, man. Jamie Carragher's tweet. Let me go and pull that up. Yo, let me go and members, do your thing. Send me the Jamie Carragher tweet, man, on the members only group chat. Because this guy is a absolute fraud. How on earth are you telling me, Mr. Jamie Carragher, yeah, that Man City, where is he? Where is this guy's tweet? Because Man City, right? Logan, man, you got all the pictures, bro. I don't know what you doing, Logan, man. Logan's got all my goddamn pictures. All my goddamn pictures, bro. Bro, Jamie Carragher, you absolute fraud. Look at what this man had to say, yeah? Let me present this. Share Jamie Carragher's Twitter. Share. Man said, this can't be right. Man City bringing more commercial revenue than Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man United, Liverpool. How? Logan says, you look younger here. Well, I was. I'm older now. That picture wasn't from future. That picture was from the past. So I was younger. I was younger. I might look younger without glasses as well. But anyways, Jamie Carragher, yeah. Bro, how are you telling me Man City can't fill their stadium? Yeah. Haven't won Champions League. You know. 15 freaking years of trying. When we won the treble, these men were irrelevant. They were irrelevant. And you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? Man City fans are coming out now, right? And saying, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not a financial expert. Man, give it a rest. Next year, we shall link up. Yes, bro. No problem at all. Give it a rest. How are you telling me that you're not a financial expert? Because last time I checked, Haaland was a good deal, no? Bernardo Silva was a good deal, no? Cancelo was a good deal, no? What's going on here? How are you telling me now all of a sudden, he's asking a question, bro? No. There's no question mark in here. He says this can't be right. Man City bringing more commercial revenue than Real Madrid, Barca, He's not saying, does Man City? Liam, man, I know English, Liam. Liam, what are you telling me? Look, this can't be right. Man City bringing more commercial revenue than Liverpool, Madrid, Barca, Bayern, Man United, Liverpool. With this emoji. Proper English would be does Manchester United, does Manchester City bring in more commercial revenue? Question mark. With a question mark. Shrug shoulders means question. No, Liam, no. This man is media trained. This man is in the media. He knows what he's saying, Liam. I'm not taking it as a question. I'm sorry, brother. I did my English literature, English language. This can't be right. Question, comma. Does DOES Man City bringing more commercial revenue than Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man United, Liverpool? Question mark. No, but his arms are up because he's trying to make a, you know what I mean? He's trying to pollute the set. He's trying to say, yeah, but Man City do this though. Yeah, but Man City's do that though. He's taking the mickey. He's absolutely taking the mickey, Jamie Carragher is. Big up Alien Tenor with the super chat says, in an alternative universe, are huge apparently. Bro, City are done out. The thing is, the Premier League clubs, right? This is one thing I will say. Premier League clubs must come together. That's my thing. Premier League clubs must come together and put this Man City in the gutter. We must put the nail in the coffin. We must. We can't be allowing this. We can't be allowing this. Hazard says, A star fast moving like prime Bukayo Saka. Bro, I did my GCSEs, you know. Don't get it twisted. I got dyslexia, but I can still speak English. I can speak 6 languages. 6. Some of them, you know what's my best language? Ask me my best language that I can speak. The best language I can speak is Ten Haganese. That's right. That's right. You lot speak English and all of this other language. Me, I speak Ten Haganese. That's it. That's what I speak now. That's the new language I created. I gave it a name. Ten Haganese. That's when I'm seeing, when I upload videos of Sabitzer, when I upload videos of Varane, Garnacho, Ronaldo, and all of these videos, when I uploaded, people say, oh, but can Ten Hag speak this language? Does Ten Hag speak Austrian? Does Ten Hag speak this? I say Ten Hag speaks Ten Haganese. And Varane as well, and Ronaldo, and everybody, Maguire, everybody, because of where we are, David De Gea, Sabitzer, they all speak Ten Haganese. That's the new language. Yeah, man, Ten Haganese. I speak Ten Haganese. I created this term on Twitter. But big up Alien Tenor for the super chat as well. Thank you very much. Make sure, guys, if you can, do donate generously. It will be used for a good cause. We must be together and help the Turkish community and the Syrian community in this absolutely scary time that they're going through. Premier League won't damage their reputation. This time, knowing City is a small, irrelevant club with no huge fan base and huge money, they'll put them down and string a strong message to potential bidders to any Premier League club. Let me be honest with you. Pep Guardiola says he will leave. Pepperoni Passion says he will leave if he finds out that this was not it. He will leave. But I don't believe it. I do not. He knew. He absolutely knew. Because how are you telling me that the man is eyeing up Haaland? The man eyed up Silva. The man eyed up Grealish. The man eyed up Cancelo. The man went through keeper after keeper after keeper after keeper to tell me he didn't know. Saw me cheating in the club. It wasn't me. Saw me buying Cancelo. It wasn't me. Saw me going through goalkeepers. It wasn't me. Saw me buying Haaland. It wasn't me. Huh? Man says it wasn't me, bro. How are you telling me he's saying he doesn't know? How? He's a fraud. He is a fraud. Absolute fraud. All the deals that he has done that people said, oh, but Man City do good deals. Man City do good deals. Bro, they were fraudulent deals. Fraudulent. Saw me getting Julian Alvarez. It wasn't me. Man City, it wasn't me. He's now blaming everything on them, man. No. Not buying it. Absolutely not buying it. This is not, this is unfair. Because of Pep, potential managers got sacked, you know. Because of Pep, potential managers got sacked. Jose Mourinho. Because of Pep, Ole Gunnar. Ole's at the wheel. Ole's at the wheel. Bro, no, we cannot allow this. We cannot allow this. How? Please tell me how. Calvin Phillips, good deal. My asshole. Sergio Gomez, Akanji. Bro, this is not acceptable, please. This is not acceptable. Why are we letting these type of things? Ruben Diaz, bro. Ruben Diaz, man. A baller that I personally like, Ruben Diaz. This is not fair. How is it fair? And to think they might get points deduction is a slap on the wrist. I'll tell you that right now, personally. Points deducted is a slap on the wrist. We cannot allow that. As a fan base, we cannot allow it. City, I even all the props I gave to them about their stadium and everything, I take that all back, man. Cheating scummy baskets. Scummy basket. We cannot, absolutely cannot. Big up, let me go to some of the chat. I speak Pep theories, says Azam. That's a good comment. 2018 to 2023, even more financial irregularities they will have to scrutinize. I will bring up the actual document to have a look and read. Bury went out of existence. Derby nearly the same way. City have to be punished. They have to be alien tenor at any cost. Big up Yakub and welcome to the stream. Yakub, one of the latest members of PlanetFaz. Thank you for joining, my brother. Says, hello, Faz. Just arrived. Are you streaming from your winter Serbian residence? No, I am not. I just have the jacket on because it is very cold outside and the room is not the temperature that I want it. So I've just had my jacket on. But eventually I'll probably take it off when I get a bit too hot. Ronaldo wasn't fluent. That's true. That's true. I am the truth. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you are well. Says helping the Kurdish people in Turkey and Syria, helping all people, man, who are in that area who have been affected by the earthquake. The funds you raised today will be used for people who are there, regardless of where they are from. If you're affected, you need help. You should be helped. Pep will be gone before all this is over. Anyways, I mean that's the point, Liam. A lot of people are saying that this will take time. A lot of people are saying that this will not last until Pep is here, which I don't know how long they will take. I don't get it. I feel like it needs to be addressed ASAP. I also feel like they need to penalize them ASAP. The fact that this has happened, right? It's a shambles as it is. The fact that the FA have let it happen. I can even see Todd Bowley because the man is finding a loophole. Todd Bowley's found a loophole. But how long have the FA known about this? When did this investigation start? When did this investigation start? How long has the CEO and the people in charge of this investigation known about this? Did this investigation start before Calvin Phillips arrived? Did this investigation start before Erling Skynet Haaland arrived? Did this investigation happen before Julian Alvarez was agreed with River Plate? When did this investigation start? Because we need to know. There's years and years of dirt, man. Years of dirt that needs to be addressed. Absolutely years of dirt, which cannot be let go. Ruben, these nuts, team that could have got top 4 will sue. Between 10 to 15 points deducted, 60 million fine and transfer embargo for 1 season. That is not good enough. We deserve better. It says in your name. The league deserves better. What kind of message does it send to the other teams? What kind of message does it send to the rest of the world? That the Premier League is a cheating, dossing bastard? No. Can't be allowing that. Absolutely cannot be allowing that. Nope. I can't agree with it. I personally can't agree. I'm really sorry. I'm not okay with just points deduction. And how many as well? You said 10 to 15. Get over 10 to 15 points. 10 to 15 points is a slap on the wrist. They'll take that. Considering their squad, they might even push for a Europa. No, man. The FA need to shut up and give a proper fine. Guardiola is accomplice. Has to be. Pep could get banned out of football forever at the end of this. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. He's come out and said it wasn't me. He said it wasn't me. Investigation was started 4 years ago. So they've been doing this for 4-5 years. Lord have mercy, man. These frauds have been going for so long. God help Big Steve right now, bro. Man is lost. He's saying, I'm not a financial expert. City's going down with $1 billion in the bank. I saw Steve's story today, man. Big up Steve. But Steve, this is your club. I do not rate Haaland even more now. Forget Erling Haaland, man. Forget Cancelo. Well, Cancelo's gone now, but I rate Cancelo still. Forget Kevin De Bruyne. Forget them. Forget Mahrez, even though I like Mahrez so much. Forget Jack G Bad B, man. Forget them. This is not fair. Forget Edison, one of the best keepers. This is not fair. Erling Haramlan. Haaland. If you know, you know. Erling Haaland. This is not fair. Big fan of you. Please keep up the great work, says Forgotten Raider. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Investigation started 4 years ago. Covers 2019-18, but takes account City withholding evidence. Faz, we will now get an influx of fans. Bro, City fans, yeah? Hardcore City fans, the only thing hardcore about you is the shagging you are going to receive by the FA. And I swear to God, if the FA does not shag you properly, we as a fan base will start doing some madness. Prashant says, Faz went for a trim. Yes, sir. What do you think of the trim? What do you think of the fade, man? Tell me. What's the fade saying? Is the fade fading? City going through 5 stages of grief, bro. No, bro, Faz, you dirty for that. I swear. Haaland. Swear down, bro. Butt cheeks. Erling butt cheeks, man. Nah, this is not fair. My 2 gaffers got sacked because of your cheating bastard ass. 2, bro. 2 gaffers. One of the best gaffers in football right now. Won everything there is to win. Jose Mourinho. He got sacked because of your dirty cheating ass. City versus Salford. I will be there when I swear to God. Clip this. I swear to God. If City get relegated, I'm going to the first City relegated game. I'm going just to freaking laugh at them. They need to be laughed at. Man United Carabao Cup winners. Alien Tenor says Faz's fade says, oh, thank you very much. Faz, the fade is fading like Manchester City is fading out of Premier League. Okay, right. Comment down below, right? And I don't mean from a fan perspective, because I know how you guys are. You guys will get carried away with your fan mind, right? Jose was we deserve better, says Fast. Don't rewrite history. Jose was toxic and Ole was shocking. I know, but they won the Premier League. I don't care. We deserve better. It's in your name. We deserve better. Our players have been robbed. You have been robbed. You deserve better. Ole Gunnar was vibes and inshallah. I get it. I agree. Jose Mourinho was a bad manager. I agree. Sure. But nonetheless, these bastards cheated their way and they still couldn't win a Champions League. The scummy City fans, man. This club, the rotten club, couldn't win a Champions League. I hope, yeah. I really, really hope. Who's City playing? Are they playing Bayern Munich in it? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they play. No, who did they play? City fixtures. Who are they playing? Let me see. Leipzig. Yeah, that's the one. I swear, I hope Leipzig make passionate love to Man City. I swear. Actually, I tell a lie. Forget passionate. I hope RB Leipzig, Red Bull Leipzig make rough love to Man City. Rough. I want it rough. They need to be clapped. Man City need to be clapped. This cannot stand. City will be playing Bournemouth soon. Bro, where are City fans? Where are they? The 5 of them that there is, the 5 City fans. Now there's going to be 2 left. Big Steve and probably someone else. Rest of the 3 Man City fans, they used to be Arsenal fans. They used to be fans of Chelsea or something. I don't know. They used to be Arsenal fans. They got so tired of headaches and you know, mess up bottle jobs. Now they decided to become fans of Man City. There's only 2 real Man City fans. The rest 3 of them are fake fans. Fake fans. Go and check Man City fans' Twitter. Yeah, they were made 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Go and check. Go and check. You guys watching. We deserve better. Liam, Alien Tenno, Montreal, Hazard, all of you, Mohammed. Go and check your neighbor Man City Twitter account, the ones that you interact with on Twitter. When was their Twitter account made? I tell you, their Twitter account was made 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Big up to Hazard says, we need to have a chat. Talk to me. Montreal says, considering precedents in football, Juventus, Rangers, and even Olympique de Marseille, there has to be room for exemplary punishment. It's all we need for the sake of the beautiful game. I don't know how they will deal with this in terms of punishment. What are they? Because there's an independent person who's been hired to deal with this. City fans have already jumped ship. I won't be surprised. Okay, Manchester United fans, Reds, will you take, if Man City fans want to become Man United fans, will you let them? I want to know. Will you let them? Yes or no? Ask this question. Oh, wait. Paula Chin says, love you, Faz. Just found your channel recently. Thank you very much. Very kind of you that you enjoy my stream. I appreciate you. That is very kind of you. Muhammad says, ask this question. Why media never criticizes City? Getting every call from referees. Now it's about reputation for Premier League. They won't risk it. Trust me. So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? City fans have already jumped ship. Faz, big up, brother. Big up, Mike. Hope you're well. City have created fake companies to move money around. Bro, let me get into this. Let me drink some City tears. Let me drink some more City tears. Anyways, they had their office registered in some mailbox. How is your mailbox making more money than Manchester United? Glazers are mad. Glazers are crazy. But I swear Glazers don't cheat. FSG are crazy. I don't think I've heard FSG cheat. Bro, Ed Woodward, man. Man was a scum. Ed Woodward was a scum. But he didn't cheat. But Man City. What can I say about you guys, man? I made the thumbnail purposely evil today. I purposely had to make the thumbnail evil. I did. Because this stuff cannot slide. I'll be honest with you. It cannot slide. Look at the thumbnail I made today. You see? I made it evil on purpose because they're evil individuals. Evil individuals. You could have Ranger style relegation. What is the possibility though? A lot of people are saying they won't get much. And only 50 million followers. Most of them are the media. Trust me. Nobody wants to take Man City fans as Man United fans. Try not to be reckless here, but it seems time wait in a Champions League for their fans. Scott Turner, welcome to the stream. Paula says, Faz, you're right. There aren't many City fans. That's why they follow United channels instead. So no, don't want them as United fans as not genuine. Faz, please check your DM from my side and please play it on stream. It's my answer when you ask City fans support United. What have you sent me? I can't play that. I can't play that. You're crazy. You're crazy. I can't play that. You're crazy. You're crazy. Edwin van der Sar, I was involved in the deal of Lisandro and Anthony's transfer to Manchester United. And Edwin van der Sar, the promise to Schroeder about keeping the players when your own manager asks you to come to, it's very hard to keep them. Yeah, I've read that one. That one, I've heard that already. That's a bit old news. We've heard that one. But anyway, let's go and bring up what Sky Sports have put out. And let's understand what this law are actually trying to say about Naby Keita is on the verge of leaving. Let's bring up Sky Sports. Hold on. There you go. There. Big up Starlord. Big up everyone in the stream today. Hope everybody's okay and well. And make sure you get donating because all your donations will be used to help the people in Turkey and Syria who have been affected by the earthquake. So be generous, guys. Be generous. It will go a long way to help these people. Even though YouTube actually take 20% of whatever you donate, but I'm gonna compensate that. No, can't play that, Ronald. So banned from UEFA matches for a year. That's an interesting one, Bushra. Ban them from UEFA matches for a year. Would that affect them though? What's gonna really affect them and teach them a lesson? What's gonna teach them a lesson? Probably soonest will blame Martinez for City's shitstorm. Oh my god. Probably. I need to talk about Leeds as well, but I'll come to that. Former Newcastle winger Christian Atsu is reportedly missing after the earthquake hit Turkey and Syria on Monday. Some of the 31-year-old's Hatay Spor teammates have been rescued from rubble but Atsu is still missing. But I'm hearing he has now been found. So thoughts and prayers are with him. Hopefully he is okay. Okay, what punishments could they see?
Has the power.
Right, let's see. Hear this now. Hear this. What they're saying here. Possible punishments for Man City.
If you look at that, for instance, an independent commission has the power to suspend a club.
So suspend a club from playing league matches.
From playing matches. Now, that would be a nuclear option. I don't think that would ever happen. But they also have the power to deduct points. So Manchester City could be deducted.
Deduct points, okay.
In the EFL, be deducted points for breaking the EFL's financial fair play rules.
If they did that, just to butt in there, so would that be from this season or would that be historically? Could we go down that?
Generally speaking, leagues have been very reluctant to issue historical points deductions because you don't want to mess around with league tables from the past. Yeah. So if that was to happen, more than likely it would be for the season in which the decision was made. Okay. The Independent Commission also has the power to recommend to the board that the league expels the club. So it has the power to effectively relegate Manchester City from the Premier League.
I don't get this bit. What is recommend the board that the league matches be replayed?
Very reluctant to.
If they did that, just to butt in there, so would that be from this season or would that be historically? Could we go down that?
Generally speaking, leagues have been very reluctant to issue historical points deductions because you don't want to mess around with league tables from the past. Yeah. So if that was to happen, more than likely it would be for the season in which the decision was made.
Okay.
The Independent Commission also has the power to recommend to the board that the league expels the club. So it has the power to effectively relegate Manchester City from the Premier League. It can also order compensation, so that would be fining Manchester City. For instance, UEFA fined Manchester City 30 million euros. That was reduced on appeal to 10 million euros. It can also cancel or refuse registration of players. So if the Commission feels that Manchester City have broken the rules, for instance, about approaching young players, which is something that football leagues accuse Manchester City of doing, then, for instance, they could be banned from signing players for one or more windows. That's what it means by cancel or refuse registration of players. And finally, it says that it even has the powers to make such other order as it thinks fit. So basically, unlimited what they can do. But usually, we've seen this in the past. It's either fines or points deductions. For instance, Queen's Park Rangers, who are in the Championship, a few years ago, they were fined £50 million, and they're still paying that fine back. And it has really had a massive effect on the way the club is run for a number of years. And if you look at that,
Nah, not happy. Nah, not happy, man. You can't be giving them at any cost. You can't be giving them points deduction. You can't be giving them compensation. You can't. You can't. Absolutely can't. Let's see what some of the comments say first, though, before I give my opinion. Only relegation to League One will teach them a lesson. I totally agree. Totally agree. Susie says, bigger bye City, bless Turkey and Syria. Good show. Thank you very much. They need to restart from the bottom and strip them from cup titles. Relegate them 2 leagues down, says Yasin. He's been found, says Mike. Yeah, he has. Relegate them. You have to ask, how is Paul Pogba involved in all this? As per Souness, how can they be replayed? Yeah, they can't be replayed. That's not possible because you're asking the teams that they've possibly lost against to replay them again, or just ask teams to play them again. That's not possible. All I'm saying is 1 game at a time, but we look like chicken jalfrezi extra spice right now. ETH is cooking with that chicken tikka masala marinade. That's right. Compensation all day, in my opinion. I think that's what Bushra means. How many points? How many points is the question? How many points should they deduct from Man City? Comment down below. I find it's pointless to an to an owner with unlimited funds. Mike has a very good point. I was going to say, weak description from the guy commentating the options. If you get caught with doping at the Olympics, it doesn't matter when it took place. Your medals are revoked and awarded on the next line. Montreal makes a very good point. If you get caught cheating in competitions and Olympics, your belts and titles and accolades get revoked. So Manchester City should be the same. Put it into perspective how under rather Jose and Klopp season were. Ahmed Javed says, big up Faz, been following you from day one. Can I be a mod? Thank you very much for your support. But becoming a mod is now locked, unfortunately. There is ample mods at the moment, and the way I am picking the mods are the people who have been the most loyal and most regular into the stream. Unless you have been regular into the stream, I am not making mods. So people who come regularly will become mods. Some of the people that you see mods have actually been here when the channel was, I think, below 5k subscribers even. So yeah, big up to them. United Riyadh says they wouldn't ever relegate them. Hazard says 45 points would be okay. Overspend massively, breaks the rule on young players, fiddle their accounts. They will probably end up 50 million fine and a drop in ocean. Between 10 to 15 points deducted, 60 million fine, a transfer embargo for 1 season. Don't agree with that. 20-point deduction. 30-point deduction start of next season. And they can appeal the final decision from the panel. Haaland will cry. Comment down below what your ideal punishment would be. Or actually, better yet, comment down below what's the punishment that you think they will get based on what you've read. And comment down below what punishment you would give. So 2, give 1, what do you think they will get? And 2, what do you think you would give them if you were in the power in the commission? So me personally, right? Suspend a club from playing league matches. I would do that. 100 counts. 100 counts. 100 charges. I would stop them from playing league games. 2, I'm deducting a straight half points. What points are Manchester City? 45 now, right? Man City sitting in 45 points. I would deduct half of the points. Direct. Live and direct. No freaking about here. Absolutely no messing about. Take half their points right now. Deduct a total of 22 points straight away. 22 points would see them go to 14th. 22 points deducted, right? Deduct 22 points. And then on top of it, I would give them a fine for the years that they have done dodgy business and the players that they have bought. You're looking at 3-4 years. 200 million. 200 million. I'd give them a ban. I'd give them a transfer ban and a fine of 200 million. Yeah, that would be fair. So suspend them from playing league games, X amount, maybe like say 5 league games, right? They miss out on 5 league games. Deduct 22 points. 200 million compensation. And on top of it, a transfer ban. A full transfer ban. Playlist account says everybody channeling their inner Nazi. Bro, I want to see them down, man. I want to see them down. This is not fair. This is absolutely not fair. Transfer embargo for 3 years. Ooh. Let me read through some of the punishment. What people? I would give them playlist account says no one really knows the extent of what they've done. The punishment has to be fair. You wouldn't put someone in jail for life, something petty, so everyone needs to take realistic stance. Faz, who would you take from City? I'd take Haaland. I'd take Haaland, Ruben Diaz, Gundogan Silva, Mahrez, Foden. Damn, some good players, man. Man United for the punishment, my City. Do you think this is the background affected the players, hence the performance drop off? Interesting. No, they've been doing it for years, though. They've been doing this for years. So it's not like it's only going to be affecting the players now. Really, City should be dropped down 2 leagues and stripped of their titles. The stripping of the titles needs to happen. The stripping of something needs to happen. Someone mentioned this before, but in Olympics, in professional sports like boxing, fighting, judo, whatever you call it, racing, any sport, you get caught doping, they take away your medals. They take away your accomplishment. So why is it any different in football? I would relegate them to champs as we deserve better. Bushra says 15 points docked, a hefty fine, cup matches ban for 1 year. Mohammed says 20 points deducted, huge fine, and relegated them for minimum 2 seasons. I would fine them 100 million, says we deserve better. Points deducted, move to a different league is what they will get. What they might get is take all their trophies away. Let them start fresh. The trophies, man, that's most important. Take the trophies away, man. Take the trophies away. Expulsion from Football League, transfer ban in effect for full 3 seasons, revoking all titles won between 2009 and 18. I would take all the titles away. I think they will get points deducted, like 50 points. Surely they have to get relegated, says Ahmed. It will be financial relegated, either transfer ban or fine. I want them relegated, 20 points, says Hassan. Starlo says, my punishment, 100 points. Point for every charge, 3-year ban, 100 million fine. I like that one. 9 years, says Hassan. 9 years. For the 100 breaches over the course of 10 years, I will give them 5-game suspension, 20 points, and transfer ban, transfer embargo. Whew, you lot are going in hard. 500 million, says Alien Tenor wants to shake them. 500 million. But which 5 games, though, Faz? I mean, the next 5 games, the next 5 Premier League games, or whatever they decide. But that is a good point. Which 5 games do you want them not to play? 100. I don't even make 100 in one day. I think they will be fine and deduction points. I would deduct 30 points and fine them 100 million. Genius Desire says they will be fine, but I don't want them stripped of their trophies and I want them to be stripped of their trophies and points reduced. Please 2-season transfer ban. Well, even if think about it, 2-season transfer ban, their squad is still good enough for a season more. That's not even fair. They've got freaking enough players to last them a season and a half. So how is that fair? You're giving them two transfer season ban, but they're just going to keep all the players. Truth be told, says Montreal, Haaland looked like Weghorst yesterday. Bro, what the hell is Haaland? What the hell is Haaland? When I said Haaland, I don't think he's my cup of tea. People cooked me. Where is that pepperoni prodigies and all of these accounts, man? These Man City accounts. Where are they? Haaland valued at 1 billion now. Bro, he's valued at 10 million at this rate. I'll take Laporte, Rodri, and Foden. Laporte is a good one. Alien Tenor with the super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. These super chats will be used to donate to the charities that are helping the people who are affected by the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. So thank you very much, Alien Tenor, for being generous and donating. Very kind of you. Faz, I want this city fried and served with chips. I would like it too, man. I would like it too. Burn that stadium. Burn everything they have, man. Burn it. Absolutely burn it. What I think will happen, says Logan, points deduction. What I want to happen, though, is relegation and titles to second place. second league. Let them keep their titles. They are tarnished as Pep's legacies. Pep's legacy is done. Is Pep's legacy done? Let me actually do a poll. Is Pep's legacy done? Let me do a poll. Is Pep's legacy tarnished? Ask your community. There you go. UK government must step in and set out examples. Bro, I like this comment. Giovanni, UK government must step in. National problem this is. National issue this is, bro. The rep and legacy should be down the drain at least. I think it is, you know. No fans in stadium, only away fans. Bro, away fans, you know, Man City away fans. What do you want to say, bro? They get away tickets easy. They barely have many fans anyways. Man United, bro, you cannot even get away fans. You cannot even get away fans at all. If there's points deducted, are we then in a race with Arsenal? Oh, I'm telling you. The question is, though, how quickly will they deduct the points? How quickly does this investigation finish? That's the question, Hazza. How quickly? Sonic says, Man United fans complaining about the things being unfair. Try being a championship fan. Says Sonic the Hedgehog. Which team do you support? Dan says, what about the transfer ban and a reduction of the amount of players that they can register? That's still okay. That is still okay. Ronald says, Man City club move like a social media influencer who Man City social media influencer who bought a bunch of followers, fans, and bought blue tick on all platforms, and then tell real hardworking people like Fabrizio, take the glory away. Simple as take trophies. I see what you did there. I see your comment. I know you are proud of your comment. I know your comment is doing bits. But hey, I brought my blue tick on Twitter as well. Big up my dad Elon Musk. Yeah, who's been looking after me. But Man City, they're moving crazy, man. They are moving crazy. They give away free tickets, they give away discounted tickets, influencers, vibes, trying to get people into the stadium. I want my fans back. Not my away fans, they're amazing. I want my home fans. Come to the stadium, guys. Pep is telling on media, come to the stadium because they don't have fun. Oh man. Oh, Logan says, Faz, do you support Stockport County, right? No, I don't support Stockport County. Logan, if anybody does, you should know this. My best friends, they play in numerous football clubs, Halifax being one of them, Stockport being one of them. In that particular season, they were in Stockport. I have friends who play in Glossop. I have friends who play in Bolton. I have friends who play in City. I have friends who play in, well, not friends who play, but I have friends who are associated in Liverpool. You saw my thing as well. So I have friends in a lot of different football organizations, Logan. But my loyalty has been with Manchester United all my life. All my life. But yeah, I just support my friends who play football, as you should. As you should. But thank you very much, Ronald and Alien Tenor, for the super chat as well. Big up to Woodward with the super chat as well. Woodward says, Faz, swear down if Martial wins the title. I'll come to that. But Liam as well. Thank you very much. You guys have been very generous today. Big up Liam with the super chat. Look at Liam smile, man. Liam is smiling. Look at this man smile. The man is smiling whilst he's watching Man City burn. Yeah, bro. Aguero, no. Bro, that Aguero goal, man. Run it back, bro. That's fraudulent. That's a cheat. Absolute cheat. Fully. Big up Woodward with the super chat as well. Thank you very much. You guys have been amazing with the super chats today, man. Make sure you keep donating. All the donations will be used to help the people in Turkey and Syria. I'll be donating all the super chats. So thank you very much. Edward was says, Fast, swear down if Martial wins a bro. Calm down. I know how you get, man. I know your loyalty to Martial FC. I understand. I know you let go, but let me tell you something. Ed Woodward would have never cheated. If I tweeted that, Twitter would have meltdown. Imagine if Twitter would have absolutely meltdown. Big up to all the people in the chat today. Big up for all the likes as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to also become a member of the channel if you haven't already. Members get to join the stream as well. I'm going to be dropping the members only link shortly today. Also, members, we have a members only group chat as well, where members are there talking and fornicating and doing whatever sorts that they do. So big up the members, big up Woodward and Ronald, all the members. As always, I appreciate you guys. But Pep's legacy tarnished. 76% says yes. 23% says no. I wonder what the 23% of who you guys are. The 23% of you. I'm not sure why you would say Pep's legacy is not tarnished, because in my eyes, Pep's legacy is definitely tarnished, man, because he knew about these wrongdoings. You cannot tell me he didn't know. You cannot tell me Pepe just like opens a book and says, yeah, I want that player, and Man City go and make that happen, and he doesn't question how it's happening. Pep knew. The gaffer knows everything about a stadium, about an organization. If you tell me Pep didn't know, that is absolutely screaming fraud. Pep saying he didn't know is screaming fraud. That screams fraud more than anything. More than anything. 23% are smoking good stuff. You're right. Oppo says Mason Greenwood has followed Manchester United night forever. We don't know, bro. Let the stuff handle out with Mason Greenwood, bro. I don't know what's going on with there, bro. All I know is Crystal Palace fans were singing. She said no, bro. That was a bit technical. I can't lie. I just hope Manchester United make the right call with Mason Greenwood, bro. That's all I'm saying. Right now, I don't know. Alexis Mancunian says, Faz, you are the best. You always make me laugh and feel better after a bad day. That is what I love. Thank you very much. That's what I want for you guys to come to the stream and feel at ease. It's not always serious and it's not always banter. It's a mixture. It's entertainment. We are in the entertainment business. Football is an entertaining sport. That's what we must do. That's what we're here to do. So please, if you are here, make sure that you like and subscribe and join the memberships, because that's what I'll be doing, making sure I entertain you guys. How is it Pep's fault? What's going on behind the scenes? Sonic says, I'll explain this now. I like this comment because this is a good question, right? Let me drink some Man City tears. God damn it. Man City tears are so good. Anyways. Right. So, a manager of a football club is responsible for the introduction of players, coming in, is responsible for the youth side, is responsible for players going out, and most importantly, the maintenance of the squad on the pitch and off the pitch. That's the most important thing as a manager. Now, as a manager as well, you will not get too much involved with the finances because that's not your headache. You want a player, you will tell your hierarchy, you will tell your board, you will tell your chief executive fraudster that, hey, I want such a player. I want Haaland. I want this, that, the other. Can you get it me? Right? In this case, Pep Guardiola went and told Tixi, right? Tiki or Tixi, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Begristian, I think. Who's the director at Manchester City? Pep's gone and told him, I want Haaland, I want this, I want that. And these lot have gone and made it happen. Now, you know that your club isn't making as much money as Man United. Your club isn't selling out stadiums. Your club's not winning Champions League. Your club's financial turnover ain't that much compared to other clubs, right? You're profitable, but let's be honest, you're not that big. Manchester United have 1.1 billion fans all over the world. How many fans do Man City have? Total. Let's see. Bro, Man City, right, have... Well, let me see. Manchester City don't even have that many followers on social media. They don't. Man United have a total of 1.1 billion fans. And you telling me Man City have more? Or Man City have close? Like, let's be honest. Let's be very honest here. Man City would be lucky if they have 100 million fans. Very, very lucky. So, with that being said, as a manager who is a manager of a Premier League side, you know what's going on with your club. You're aware. You're aware of what's going on. So, with that being said, he knew what players he was looking at. He went through goalkeepers, he went through fullbacks, he went through midfield, he went through attackers. So that's what I mean. He knew. Wherever he goes, he will rock and say, yes, Ronald, I'm high smoking herb. Glory Man United. Big up Muhammad Ali with the super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Appreciate Ronald. Appreciate Alien Tano. Appreciate everyone with the super chats today for the good cause that you guys are donating to. Muhammad Ali says, I didn't believe, but now I do. Clip this. Will make the greatest Premier League race and win it on Busby Babe's remembrance and prayers for Turkey and Syria. Wow, Muhammad is saying it outright. He's saying that we could possibly be looking at a race. Wow. That's a big one. That is a big one. I don't know if there's a race just yet because I have to see if points are being deducted. Because we are close to Man City. Right. Let's ask this, right? Hold on. Let me ask this. Man City in a right. I put a poll up. Everybody go and vote in the poll. Are Manchester scummy fraudster Chitsy? That's their new name. Manchester fraudster Chitsy. Are they in a title race this season? Please comment down below. Big up Football Power Hour for joining the stream. Playlist accounts this because it was already happening before Pep came in. Pep was top coach prior to City. Appointment anyway, but what he does since coming to the league arguably changed the norm. He's always had an open checkbook. It doesn't take away Pep's coach's talent, and then he can't reject players when boards are willing to give him. Hypothetically, if City are battling with Newport next season, which one of their players should you snipe? Well, Jakub, I 100% would go for Haaland. I still think he's a fucking sick player. I'd go for Laporte. I'd go for Rodri. If Cancelo was here, I would take Cancelo instantly. Oh my God, I love Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. He's irreplaceable. Mahrez, I'll take. Fuck, their squad is good, man. Their squad is good. Fast, I'm drinking that many Man City tears. I'm gonna have to go dialysis to get rid of the excess tears. Mike says, I said no, Faz. His rep is being dumb enough to believe the owner. Yeah, thank you. You're dumb enough to believe the owner when they said it's all good. He also said on Sky if they lied, he's gone the next day. Bro, what kind of shit is this? You knew. So why are you lying? Why are you lying when you knew? I don't understand. People, man. The man knew. So why are you lying? You cannot tell me you manage one of the Premier League clubs that have won trophies in the past good few years of you being in charge and you didn't know. What kind of bollocks is that? You ran a club. You brought in players. You let players go. You let Sterling go. You let Leroy Sané go. You let Cancelo go. Big time ballers. Big time. Fernando Torres. Zinchenko. Gabriel Jesus. What are you telling me? How are you telling me? Ferran Torres, man, you let go. Okay, people don't rate him as much. Otamendi, you let go. Danilo, you let go. Douglas Luiz, you let go. Big players, man. Yaya Toure cursed you. That's what it is. The curse. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. I'm glad he cursed you lot. Iron Robin. Big up Ronald Jacob with the super chat once again. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. You guys are being very generous today, man. Big up to you guys for being this generous. Says Iron Robin said Pep is mad about football. Once he called me at 2 a.m. to talk football tactics. And you lot think Pep has no control over players in and out? He has every say in it. He probably agreed upon how to close deals. Yeah. Yes. People knew about, managers doing scammy deals. Yeah. People knew. So, remember Sam Allardyce's accusations? England manager was recorded giving advice about third-party ownership of players, which was banned worldwide. Sam Allardyce, Big Sam, he was involved in some scandal. Who remembers? So please, glory, glory, big up says, waiting for the 2 Premier League titles, 3 actually, including Sir Alex's one. Man City cooking the FC. And it is fair to ask about Arteta's character as well. Sales between Arsenal and City. I like this comment. You deserve better. What the hell was that? Man City giving Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. And all of a sudden, Arsenal are about to make 100 points this season. What's going on here? What is going on here? I smell fish. Strong fish. How are you telling me this man just let Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus go? When Gabriel Jesus actually suits Man City's system. Look at Pepperoni now stressed out. Pep is stressed out. He don't wear Stone Island no more. He's stressed because Gabriel Jesus and Julian Alvarez suits his system more than Haaland. So I don't know what he was thinking. With the way City have played yesterday, says Montreal, I think they smell the rot and see the massive distraction coming a mile away. No way they're playing the title now. Relegate them ASAP, says Skinhead Rooney, man. Ball-head Skinhead Rooney. Oh my God, I love that guy, man. Skinhead Rooney. Mendy, that's another one. Whoa, yo, that's mad. Bro, Pep is not that accountant. Doesn't have to be the accountant. Bro, do you think Tixie don't call Pep and says, yo, right, you want Haaland, but these are the complications. You wanted this keeper, you wanted that keeper, but these are the complications. To get over the complications, we have to cook the books. Just to let you know. So that's what I mean. They knew from the get-go. Alien Teller says, Salt and Pepper, just push it. Bro, push it. Absolutely push it. They aren't going to lose titles if we're being honest with ourselves. Sonic, you are right. Big up Alien Tenno, though, with the super chat once again. Thank you very much with your super chats today. You guys have been amazing with the donations so far. Let's see if we can get a few more. Sonic says, if they get relegated, they'll come straight back due to parachute payments. Yeah, could be. He probably knows it's fishy there, but would you want to know about it? Sometimes ignorance is bliss. True. Playlist account says it's too early to make mind up. Pep could still walk away, Faz. You don't know his stance in all conspiracy at the moment. It is true. Nothing's been ironed and nothing's been solidified. But at the moment, based on what's the situation going on, I'm allowed to go off what I have. I'll be honest with you. I am. What else do you want me to say? Really and truly, what else do you want me to say? Let's move on, though. Let's talk about Leeds and the situation that is going on in Leeds. Oh, actually, hold on. There is another clip of this Man City situation that I'll bring up. Hold on. There you go. Let's play this.
We're halfway through 2023. When's this going to end? When will we have a conclusion to this?
Well, look, we've had some more information just in about what is going to happen next. It's a little bit boring. It's a little bit technical and legal. But if you're a Manchester City supporter, for instance,
you're going to want to know.
You're going to want to know. So basically, the Premier League board has referred the case to somebody called Murray Rosen KC. Okay. Now, he is the chair of the Premier League's judicial panel. And what Murray Rosen will do now is he will establish a 3-member panel.
Okay.
So 3 people who will form the independent commission. Now, these members can be selected from the 15 members of the Premier League's judicial panel, or Murray Rosen can decide to select whoever else he wants, maybe somebody with a lot of experience of complex financial cases. Then once this commission is formed, 3-people commission, it will hear representations from the Premier League and also from Manchester City. You would imagine, for instance, that Manchester City would have some of the best lawyers in the business putting forward their case. How long will this take? We don't know. Where will it be held? We don't know. Will we be allowed to be there? No. Will members of the public be allowed to be there? No.
Right.
It'll be in secret. It will be in private.
Yeah.
When will we find out the decision? Only when it's published on the Premier League website. What happens if the Premier League are unhappy with a decision, or Manchester City are unhappy with a decision? At that stage, Murray Rosen has to get back to work, because he has to establish a new 3-member appeal panel made up of 3 different people who will hear the appeal. So again, they will hear.
Wow. Okay.
They will hear the appeal.
So
they will
wouldn't go
hear
to
the
another-
representation.
Yeah.
When will we find out the decision? Only when it's published on the Premier League website. What happens if the Premier League are unhappy with a decision, or Manchester City are unhappy with a decision? At that stage, Murray Rosen has to get back to work, because he has to establish a new 3-member appeal panel made up of 3 different people who will hear the appeal. So again, they will hear.
Wow. Okay.
They will hear the appeal.
So
they will
wouldn't
hear
go to
the
another.
representation.
It still goes to Murray Rosen rather than goes to
No,
a new.
he only has the power to select the 3
Right,
people
okay.
who will form the independent commission or the appeal. And then the appeal is heard, and then we will have the decision of the appeal panel. At that stage, crucially, and this is important, different from UEFA, Manchester City or the Premier League cannot appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. So the matter will end with the decision of the appeal panel.
Okay. Mixed reviews there from some of you. That's interesting though. So Murray is the person who's going to be deciding what happens, and we only find out when the decision is made on the Premier League website, which we need to obviously keep an eye on, all of us. And on top of that, if Man City are unhappy with the situation, then they can appeal it. And if they appeal it, it goes to 3 different panelists who will then make a final decision. Interesting. Murray Rosen, who apparently supports Arsenal. So first thing first, this is not going to get done this season. It seems like. I don't think it's going to get done this season. I'll be honest with you. Big up, I am the truth, with a huge super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. Round of applause for you guys, man. Round of applause for you guys. I am the truth says Pep will let Arteta win. They will lose both home and away games. Mark my words, Faz. They are Spanish, and I'm 200% sure Pep will leave at the end of this season. Well, my friend, I am going to be clipping this. There you go. Clip. Yep. Because I want to come back if you're right. If you're right, you have just made one of the biggest predictions you could have possibly made in your life and would deserve recognition. So, yeah, I am going to keep this one. Thank you very, very much. That's amazing. Like, if that happens. But I want to know from you, I am the truth. Do you think Pep is still in a title race? Because Arsenal did drop points. If they win one and draw one, or they win one and lose one, the game is still on. The race is still on. Let's be honest. So I don't think it is that easy to just write it off, to be honest. But we will see. You are saying that it is highly possible that Pep will lose them 2 games. But if he does, then it solidifies the question more as to the transfer they made between Manchester City, Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus going to Arsenal. So yeah. Big up to Ronald Jacob with another super chat. Ronald, you have been the most generous today. Thank you very, very, very much. Big up to everyone for donating as well. But Ronald, thank you very much for the super chats you have. Big round of applause for you, my brother. You have been very generous. Thank you. Thank you. Says Faz, I am sure you have watched Money Heist. I haven't actually. A lot of people told me to watch Money Heist, but I haven't. I think Money Heist is in a different language, isn't it? So I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather listen to something that's in English than in another language and then having to read the subtitles. But yeah, Money Heist, I've heard of it. I know a bit about it. And says, I'm sure you have watched Money Heist. This is for the whole chat too. The main guy, the professor, didn't join the first heist, but was equally responsible as he was the mastermind behind it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. So the main man wasn't even in the first heist, but was the guy behind it all. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. Liam says this is going to take years. It feels like 100 counts is going to take a while. Ronald says they cannot appeal. Man City cannot appeal. That's fraud. They can appeal, says we deserve better. They can't appeal, says Liam. Years in the making. The power of the fan base and trust in ETH will cancel everything Pep and Arteta will try to do. Bro, Ten Hag has got the Premier League by the freaking balls. He's got the Premier League by the balls. Nobody can do anything. Zilch. They can do zilch. Oh my God. Since we punched Man City, they've collapsed. We punched Arsenal. We punched Liverpool and they've disappeared. We are yet to punch Chelsea at home. We are going to punch Chelsea at home. But we had a light 1-2 with Chelsea at their stadium. But boy, we got everybody shook. We got everybody shook, man. So nothing is going to happen, says Giovanni. No, I mean, something is going to happen. Hopefully. But Murray Rosen, he's the person responsible for the decision. And the appeal, I'm not sure about this appeal situation as well. I agree. Pep will walk this summer, even one breach, and he'd have to save face. Where's Pep gonna go? What's Pep's next club? Where is he gonna go? Back to Barca, maybe? Does he go back to Barca? Where do you guys think? Ronald says, always supporting you, brother. Thank you very much, Ronald. You are very kind and very generous, man. Your support goes a long way. And especially today, your support will be going to a very good cause. So thank you very much, Ronald. We Deserve Better says, City started to let go of loads of big players in the same period as this 4-year investigation. Interesting. Conspiracy theory. I like it. The law doesn't always go to the small fish, but find the biggest fish, collective evidence, and hardcore witnesses, which takes time. Trust me, if this came out, they're effed. This is 100 counts, guys. This is not 10 counts. This is not 50 counts, guys. I'm going to bring up the document. There's 100 counts. 100. Interesting. Faz, what? Watch it. It's dubbed best show ever. Okay, so Money Heist, I should watch it. Spoiler alert. No problem. I'll think I'll start it then if you guys want me to do it. Chelsea is next. Chelsea found their loophole though, didn't they? Pep's back to Barca 100%, says Alexis Mancunian. Do you guys agree? Do you think Pep Guardiola goes to Barcelona next and Xavi gets the boot? To PSG, says Jesus Hernandez. I don't know if he gets to PSG though, but PSG could do with someone like him with the money that they have. If you ask me, they would benefit from Pep. City can't go to arbitration, has its FA law. Interesting. So why did he say they can appeal? I don't get it. If Pep is found guilty of having a hand in this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last job, says Montreal MUFC. Bro, the investigation is going to go deep and long. And, bro, like, what if Man City end up winning the league this season? What if? This Murray Rosen is an Arsenal fan. Well, yeah, he's an Arsenal member fan. Yeah, I have heard. Jakub says, after Dyche's masterclass, I'm a bit worried about post-match Marsh's bounce from Leeds, but I'm happy that first match is at Old Trafford. Bro, it's like two-legged knockout game. This is with Leeds. I don't know what's going to happen, in my humble opinion. Leeds new manager bounce. We're going to get into this after a bit more of this topic, but it doesn't necessarily look good. I'll be honest. New manager bounce is always a curse. Faz says, I am the truth. Pep was aware about what would happen today. Thank you. I agree with you. I am the truth. Pep was aware. Not starting KDB against Spurs was weird to begin with. I predicted before World Cup that Pep will allow Arteta to win Premier League, and now I'm sure he'll leave too. Interesting. So you were saying it before the World Cup. Wow. That's crazy. And to think he left Kevin De Bruyne out was actually weird. Plus, I'm the truth and everybody else. Pep's behavior has been a bit weird. I can't lie. His behavior in general, his press conferences, yada yada, has been a bit weird. Honestly speaking, Pep hasn't been the same. He hasn't. And I wonder what the reason is. I really do. I've got my, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, they have been aging well. Oh, no, that's the lighter. Fuck. Shit. Only I could do something. I picked up the lighter thinking it's a cigar. I started smelling it thinking it's the cigar. Fucking hell. Oh, man. Only I could do something like that. Anyways, the cigar. Let's get my cigar, man. Where's my cigar? There you go. This is Barcelona. First leg. And this is Barcelona second leg. Oh, God. Oh, God, this is going to be nice. This is going to be very, very nice. Very, very nice. I am waiting. I am waiting to smoke this and see how good it tastes. How good it tastes. But anyways, get your cigars ready. One is darker than the other because I picked two different flavors. But what I will say is I am looking forward to the first leg in Barcelona. So let's not forget. Oh, man. Sorry, Alien Tenor. I don't know. Only typical me, man. Only typical me. Let me keep them there. Let's get into this now. Back to Sky Sports, right? Where is it? There you go. Leeds have sacked Jesse Marsh. Let me bring this up.
He joined the club, less than... Right, you can see the big breaking news from the bottom of your screen. Leeds have confirmed that they have sacked Jesse Marsh. He's been relieved of his duties, they say. Of course, he joined the club, less than 12 months ago. It was February 28th last year, and he was instrumental in keeping him in the Premier League on the final day of last season. But he has been relieved of his duties today. It came after that 1-0 defeat against Forest at the weekend. He said straight after that game, I take full responsibility and I have to find a way to turn performances into winning. But that's not what they've been doing. 2 wins in the last 17 games in the Premier League. And in terms of what they were doing at the moment, at the Premier League games that he was in charge, 37 of them, 11 wins, 10 draws and 16 defeats, which left them in 17th place in the table at the moment, only just above Everton in terms of goal difference. What they've got next in terms of games is Manchester United at Old Trafford on Wednesday. That's at Old Trafford, and then they will play them again at the weekend. So whoever does indeed come in, that's what they face. Then it will be Everton, who are self, of course, in the relegation zone, and Southampton are rock bottom at the moment. Let's get to the statement then from the club. Then they say, we'd like to thank Jesse and his backroom staff for their efforts and wish them well for the future. The process of appointing a new head coach is underway, they say, and we will continue to keep supporters up to date throughout the coming days. Now, interestingly, Marcelo Bielsa had been in the frame in terms of the bookies and who they felt might be the favourite to take over, and also Carlos Corberán, very popular name in terms of the Leeds supporters, obviously in charge of West Brom at the moment, and he plied his trade, didn't he, under Marcelo Bielsa at Leeds. So Jesse Marsch, though, after those 4 signings that he made in the window, getting in Jorginho Rutter, he said the most two-footed player that you could see, his time at Leeds has come to an end. So, as I said, he's been in charge of 37 games and won just 11 of them. But Leeds have decided it is time to go after that 1-0 defeat to Forest at the weekend. They are still in the FA Cup, but they've not won in the Premier League since the 5th of November, and he had a 30% win rate. So Jesse Marsch's time at Leeds has come to an end. After the against Nottingham Forest, you know, it felt like the fans were against him as well. I mean, Leeds fans, they can be quite vociferous, can't they, at times? Did you feel that as well?
Yes, certainly. I think a section of the Leeds United supporters were never really convinced by Jesse Marsch. And I know it's a cliche, but
just to make you guys aware as well, Leeds fans are very aggressive, you know. Like, Leeds fans are very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. So it's going to be, not all, but some Leeds fan anyways. I shouldn't say some, not all. Some Leeds fans are very, very, like, you know, they can be rowdy, man. So you got to be careful. Got to be careful. If you know, if you go to football games, it's very well known. It's very, very well known. Junaid will tell you. Junaid is there in the comment section. I posted a tweet of Leeds fans, how they are, and they're crazy, man. They some of these Leeds fans are, let's have it, let's go, boys, like that. So you have to be careful. Leeds is not a joke. And I'll be there from early. I'm here. Sorry about that. It was, again, another technical glitch into the matrix. These men are trying to, Man City are trying to sabotage the set, man. It's not Tesco. It's not Tesco. It's not Tesco. I'm back. Quick like that. I'm back. Don't worry. Don't stress. I'm here. But yeah. Let's see what Thingy's saying, Sky Sports, on the reason why Leeds manager had been sacked.
Yesterday, after the against Nottingham Forest, you know, it felt like the fans were against him as well. I mean, Leeds fans, they can be quite vociferous, can't they, at times? Did you feel that as well?
yes, certainly. I think a section of the Leeds United supporters were never really convinced by Jesse Marsch. And I know it's a cliche, but football is a results business, and results haven't been good enough. And Leeds are only out of the relegation zone on goal difference. And the owners looked at the situation and felt that they had to make a change. For instance, we saw this weekend what happened with Everton. The bounce that you can get from a new manager who didn't even have any money to spend in the transfer market in January, got an instant reaction from his players. And if you look at Jesse Marsch's record, I think he only won 11 of his 37 games as the Leeds manager. He's only won 2 of the last 17 games, and they've got 2 very, very important league games coming up against Manchester United, and things have to change. I know some people at Leeds United still supported Jesse Marsch, but there were some people right at the top of the club who felt that they needed to bring a new man in. Otherwise, there was the real danger that they could slide into the Championship. And we all know how disastrous that is for a big Premier League club who've invested a lot of money in their squad to drop out of the Premier League.
And in terms of him, you know, American coach, and he was bringing in, it seemed like this American contingency, certainly with Weston McKennie, you know, one of the players that came in. Jorginho Rutter, they broke their record, didn't they, in terms of transfers, just this window. So it's interesting that the owners have decided to take action now.
I think in the past we would have always said, isn't it a bit of a ridiculous situation where you back a manager by giving him so much money to spend in the transfer market, and then just a few days later you sack him? What are you playing at? But I think at most clubs now, certainly in the Premier League, the manager, the head coach, is not necessarily in charge of the recruitment. So the players who are bought in are not necessarily players who the head coaches I want. But the owners, in making this decision, have obviously looked back and looked at the investment that they've made, not just in this transfer window, but also in the summer, and felt that they had to make a change. And now what they have to do, of course, is find a new man very, very quickly. We saw
it wasn't that easy for Everton. The process they went through was a very controversial process, and they had a little bit of a head start on Leeds United. You're seeing that now with a lot of the clubs at the bottom of the table. The owners are beginning to think, do we need to make a change? Some of them have already made a change. There are question marks about Nathan Jones as well at Southampton. So unfortunately, this is the time of year when owners start getting a little bit twitchy. They start getting a little bit nervous, and they start to make changes. But for all that, you know, Jesse Marsch comes across well sometimes in his press conferences, sometimes he doesn't. For instance, when it came to transfers, he always refused to answer any questions. You've just got to look at the results. You can't remain a Premier League manager if you only win 2 of your last 17 games.
So there you have it, man. There you have it. Jesse Marsch. The reason why they sacked him, they did back him quite a bit, yet they still decided to let him go. If you look at, is the audio okay now, by the way? It should be okay. It should be all sorted. Bro, you lot, man. Bro, this internet, you know what? Once and for all, tomorrow I'm gonna call them, man. Bro, I'm serious, bro. I need to sort this freaking internet out, man, because it's absolute pathetic and piss take. I pay a lot of money for the internet as well. I have paid the bill, but these guys just messing up my set, man. Messing up my set. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll wait until my network is fully back on, which I think it should be. Let me see. There you go. It should be back on. It's not Virgin. It isn't Virgin. The internet is definitely not Virgin. No, it's been shagged quite a bit. It can't be Virgin. I'll be honest with you. My internet cannot be Virgin, considering the amount of times it's been shagged. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, you you man are different, bro. Oh my days. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, Leeds, they have spent in total in the 2022-23 season a total market arrival of 200 million net spend, with a departure of 162 million. Obviously, the biggest one being Raphinha and Calvin Phillips, that they recouped a lot of money from. And then they went and bought the likes of Brennan Aronson, who's a good player. They brought in Jorginho Rutter, again, good player as well, from Hoffenheim. They brought in Luis Sinistera from Feyenoord, Tyler Adams from Leipzig. They brought in now Weston McKennie as well on loan. They brought in Mark Rocker. They brought quite a few players in. Christensen from, again, Salzburg. I think they brought like 3 or 4 players from Red Bull Group as well. They brought quite a few players in. But yeah, they let them go. I think, who's going to be their main manager now? Is it the assistant manager that's gonna be looking after them for a little bit by the seams, by the looks of it? And this is in 2022. Pep Guardiola said,
I truly believe it.
What did he say?
Put your faith. I believe you completely 100% from the day. Word I said it is because truly believe it. And when I defend the club and the people, truly believe it. And when I defend the club and the people, it's because I work with them. And when they're suspicious or the people say accuse something, I ask to them, tell me about that. And when I said this was like this, like that, and like that, okay, I believe them. Because I said to them, if you lie to me, the day after I'm here, I will be out and you will not be my friend anymore. So I put your face because I believe you completely 100% from the day one.
Why are Manchester City being charged by the Premier League? Explain.
Fair play rules.
Let's see. Where is the document? Where is the document? That's what I want to know. Someone send me the tweet with the document. Where is the document? Manchester City's thingy document. The charges. Manchester City. Let me see. Manchester City charges. Let me bring up the document. See if I can find it. Someone send it to me on Twitter, please. One of the members. The original thingy that was released by the journalist. I can't find it. Oh, there you go. Found it, actually. Found it. Let me bring that up. Hold on. There you go. Right. So, there you have it. Respect of each season, 2009 to 10 to 2017 to 18, inclusive the Premier League rules applicable in those seasons that required provision by a member club to Premier League in the utmost good faith of accurate financial information that gives a true and fair overview or something of club's financial position, in particular with respect to its revenue, including sponsorship revenue, its related parties, and its operating costs, namely for season 29. I keep saying 29. From season 2009 to 10, Premier League rules B13, C71, C72, C75, amended to C79 from 10th of September 2009 for the remainder of the season. For season 10-11, for season 11-12, for season 12-13, 13-14, 14-15, 15-16, 17-18, 16-17. Man, wow. They've broken all these rules each year. They've broken these E3 rules every year for 6 years in a row. They've broken E4 rule 7 years in a row. Is it 11? 7 years in a row. 7 years in a row. Bro, they've been breaking rules like crazy. They've been breaking rules like absolute madness. In respect of each season, the Premier League rules applicable in those seasons requiring a member club to include full details of manager remuneration in its relevant contracts with the manager, namely for season inclusive Premier League rule. Bro, so many counts. I don't even know all these rules. I'll have to dig these up. Someone needs to dig these up. What are these actual rules? If this is your club I would expect you to be digging up all these rules instead of being on Twitter arguing. I'll be honest with you. I'll be very, very, very honest with you. It's not looking good, man. There's a lot of rules that have been broken by this club. But anyways, Leeds new manager bounce. We'll be doing the Leeds preview tomorrow. Let me go ahead and drop the link for the members to join in, for the members to have their say. Bear with me, members. Dropping the link now. Hold on. There you go. Members, you can join in and have your say on the current situation with Manchester City, on the current situation that is happening with Leeds, as well as we have to face them twice in a row. Members link is now in the members only group chat. If you haven't become a member, please do so. You can become a member using the link that is in the chat on the top. Once you become a member, I will add you to the members only group chat if you want to. Please be aware the members only group chat is rowdy, so join with care. And members get to, like I say, join the stream as well. Where's my headphones first? Big up to Ronald for joining. I'm going to add you to the stream shortly. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure all is okay and working with this stupid Wi-Fi of mine. Things have been going a bit weird. But big up Hassan, big up Ronald. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. Crystal clear.
Cool, brilliant. Hassan, can you? Oh, Hassan has disappeared. I think he's just had some network issues. But cool, Ronald, talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm loving life right now, bro.
Yeah, as a Man United fan.
Yeah, personally, life is tough for me. But then again, looking at the meltdown, it's like looking at Liam's photograph. I can only remember one thing. Some people just love to watch the world burn.
Yep.
Liam has the perfect smile for that line.
Where Liam's profile picture is properly smiling, isn't it?
Oh, yes, bro. I'm just properly loving life right now.
I am the truth, says Faz. Nothing will happen to them. Money talks in this world. They will be able to escape a 2-year ban on the transfer market. See City statement, the chest out. And are absolutely sure nothing will happen. And Liam is laughing at our comment on his smile. Alexis, I still think they were going to bargain this. And the famous statement from Ten Hag, all errors come to an end. Hassan, how are you feeling?
Good and bad. Bad as in I'm hesitant to look into it too much, because looking at this corporate world, if you got money and they're all in the same bed together, I think this will be a slap in the wrist, mate. I think
corporate. That's what happens in the corporate world. People get away with a lot of stuff.
Even if it's 100 counts, it doesn't matter. We're talking billionaires here. This is, I think, what they're trying to do is create a scene to hide something in the background. So Manchester City is a scapegoat. They'll just give him, say, 50 million or 100 million and maybe 10 points deduction and maybe 15 at most. No relegation, no transfer ban, nothing whatsoever. I think something's going on in the background that they don't us fans to know, and they know that this will get all the football fans rattled because something behind the curtains is going on. So City is just a scapegoat.
I highly disagree, bro.
Okay, why do you disagree?
Because when an organization under which you're working, right? Because City is basically working under the Premier League. When they come out and say that you have 100 charges against you, and their retaliation to that comment is that once and for all, we're going to put an end to this. So what were you waiting till now for, brother? Why were you hiding those evidence? Why didn't you prove them 4 years ago when the investigation started and you had one
what
opportunity?
I'm saying is from experience, what I'm, all our life, how the corporate world works. This is what I think.
No, I've been in
That might
Hassan, I've
happen.
been in
So,
corporate world for the last 8.5, 9 years. I know exactly how it works. But there's a stop to everything.
no, there isn't. No, no, in this
No,
case.
there is. There is. Because right now, the world knows what's going on. They've made reports, everything is public, right? Because if now they don't go ahead and do anything drastic to Man City is just gonna go ahead and make Premier League
What
look
is
like a
drastic?
bitch to
20
them.
points maximum. 20 points.
That's not drastic, bro. That's cute.
I mean, I don't see them getting relegated. I mean, I want
That's
them to
it.
get relegated, but
No,
Right, we have our own financial advisor who's currently busy cleaning his ear from the amount of BS he's got to
Jesus
deal
Christ.
with. But
bro, this man is built different, bro. This man is built different.
Allahu Akbar. Just
I have no idea where this man gets the confidence from to actually pull this off.
Okay.
This is the man that's gonna be judging Man City.
Why are we talking about Man City? First of all, I want to just come out and say, shout out to the Bubsy Babe 65th year anniversary.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
That's it. Flowers in Manchester. That's the reason why we are.
Wait. Akshay, put your camera on, bro. Put your camera on. Because I saw what I saw. Put your camera on. This guy look like he's Man City's lawyer.
one of the 56 lawyers.
If life is tough, had a face.
He looks his
man. 20,000 a day. He's got one guy is cleaning his ear. One guy look like he got electrocuted. Bro, Man City is finished.
This is ridiculous.
Big up, Akshay. Big up to you, my man.
This is ridiculous. Jeez. Anyway, but now, so shout out to the Flowers in Manchester. That's why we're all Manchester United fans. Obviously, you've seen my name is 21. That means that we're gonna win the chip this year. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
Man City. Okay, I've never seen people so guilty. This is like the O.J. Simpson case. He's guilty. They did it, and yet they will get away with it. How? They're gonna get away with it because Man City have too much money involved into the Prem. They put the SU and Super League in the Prem. Okay, they have the SU just for them. That's how much money they bring. It's not. I want them to be sanctioned, but the Prem, they're worried about the ramifications of what will happen if they do deduct points, or if they are suspended amount of games, or if they are stripped off their titles. That's what they're worried about. But forget worrying about that and just give them the sanctions that they need. These people are cheaters. How many times do you bring? It's like this. This is the third time in the last 10 years they've been brought up because of some type of financial illegalities going on and taking place. Where there's smoke, there's fire is what I'm trying to say. You see that smoke? Yeah. That means that there's a fire there. They're cheating. Okay, you can't continue doing this. Come on.
I got a question for 21. Mate, are you Yuma? Oh shit. Okay.
But no, in all seriousness though, guys, is this why Pep and Manchester City look so disjointed this year?
Yeah, he's been talking.
He's been talking weird.
Weird. Like, I don't care about Premier League. I don't care about Carragher Cup. Who cares about cups? You know, who cares?
He said, "How dare you say? How dare you say you don't care about the Premier League? How?"
Exactly.
I mean, I can answer that question. He is able to be in a position to say that because he has been dominant, predominantly he and the other guy, for the last 7 to 10 years in Premier League.
Nah.
No. Wait. Let me complete. Apart from Man City, Liverpool, and occasionally Chelsea, who have we seen in the last 5 years, 6, 7 years, actually being at the very top?
City.
And and making a difference.
But would Sir Alex ever say that?
City.
I don't care about Premier League. Sir Alex would never say that.
Listen. So he went ahead and said that because he wants his team to now focus on the Champions League. That's something he has not done and not won. And he is a man with the biggest ego. Cancelo did not go over there to buy in because he liked salted peanuts. He went there for a reason. We just don't know yet.
He was taking his time.
But the thing about it is that's I guess there's a certain pattern with Pep teams is that when he stays there for a long period of time, the players just start to get annoyed with him because he is annoying. Is rigid. Everything it has to be perfect, picture perfect with Pep. And sometimes some of his teams is like, bro, we won. It's not like we have nothing to show for, your tutelage. We won. Relax a little, like change it up. No, it has to be this way, and that's why we see people like KDB sitting on the bench versus Tottenham when they should be clearly starting that game and clearly wiping the floor with Tottenham, or Cancelo, who would have been the top right backs in the league for the past 2-3 years, and all of a sudden this year he's getting shipped. Like, wait, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense.
All of the talking Pep is doing right now, he is doing from his ego. He's talking with his egoistical mind. He's not even deep in whatever he's saying, what things are changing, what it's doing to him. He's just in his ego that I've won it and I've done it so many years. So what? I want to do this because that's left.
But that's the thing, though. He needs to understand right now that anything that he says, and especially this season, specifically for this season, will be used against him because of how weird, like you guys have just alluded to. I didn't even deep it until you really just said it. Like, he's been talking crazy, and not just other teams, about his own team.
I'm the fans.
We deserve better says the Premier League is a global brand.
Shout out to fans.
They have to show globally that the football is clean. It's like boxing board of control. When Conor Ben cheated, I said that Eubank's father knew about the cheating. I don't know if you guys follow boxing much, but the boxing board of control did not commission the fight, even though the test was only illegitimate, was illegal. The test failed on VADA, and British Board of Control do not look at VADA, but they still said we're not going to do the fight because a test has failed. It's come back positive, so we cannot do the fight, even though they do not associate with themselves with VADA. They said no, and the promoters were looking to do the fight abroad to see if a different commission would approve it, but they said no. For the betterment of the sport, Premier League and the FA have to do what's better for the sport. This is a sport. This is not. It's not called Manchester City League. It's not called Manchester League. It's not called North versus South League.
They need to make an example out of City at the end of the day.
It needs to be made an example because Fulham, right? They have to. The reason why championship teams work so hard to get promotion is because of the reason to come into Premier League, because it is prestigious. The name Premier League, right? Players wanted to come to Premier League, the dream of coming to Premier League. So if it's dirty, what's the point?
It's a privilege.
If this is the case, right? If this is the case, what example does it set to new owners that, okay, you come in, you buy anything, you could buy Nottingham, you could buy Everton. Everton is up for sale, right? Everton is up for sale for 500 million. Anybody could buy Everton right now, do whatever they want, and turn Everton into the next Man City. It's
same thing can happen with United as well. If Dubai buys us, they can,
I said this. Remember, you guys know. You guys been on my channel for how long? I said this. There is going to be a Netflix documentary on Barcelona. It's pending. It's freaking pending. And there's going to be a Netflix freaking documentary on the likes of these Man Cities and them, because it has to be.
But you see, the thing about it is, though, is like the Prem has already sort of kind of made an example, but it was a very soft example with Chelsea. Very soft. They didn't really, it wasn't that bad. It was just for a year, and then
I think it was 2 years. 2 years they couldn't bring any players in.
It was 2 years. Okay, it was 2 years, which actually helped them facilitate their youth with Tammy and Reese, Mount, and all those boys. Billy Gilmore as well. I think
how many allegations Chelsea had then back then? How many allegations?
I think it was for the UEFA. I don't think it was FA.
But the FA. That's my point. The FA needs to make a strong stand and make an example to make sure that to minimize this from ever happening again. Okay, you can't just come in and just spend out. This ain't since 2009, 2010. When did when did they get the new ownership? Wasn't it around that time, or am I losing memory?
And they had the new ownership before the coach before Pellegrini. I'm not sure.
Come on, bro. So it was around that time.
I think the thing is like if is rigged. The FA knew about it, but whoever was gathering the data or the paperwork, they were just saving it, and waiting for the perfect day. And they decided that today was their perfect
why
day.
now? Why now?
It's poetic justice.
Because
we're talking about the 65th anniversary of Manchester United's flower of Manchester, and this is when you want to drop
on the same day.
Knows how big this day is for
right now is I think they have enough case for them to punish Man City. Like they have so much. You can't just bring a people from 2009 and say, okay, here. No, you gotta gather more and more. And like, yo, look at the trend. It's trending, and they just prosecute them or whatever they're gonna do. It's the same way the DA work here in America. If the DA is after you, they're gonna gather data for years.
Rico,
like, I don't know if you know the rapper Young Thug. They have stuff from him for years, and they're just bringing it right now. And right now it's like, oh, you got up this, something else coming up, something else coming up. So now they got data for 9 years. Oh yeah, they are cooking.
They have to. There's no like 100. Do you know 100 charges? Some of us don't even get to live 100 years. 100 charges? Nah,
it's true.
Nah. Lock them up and throw away the keys. Lock them up and throw away the keys.
Yuma, you say that. However, Trippier got banned for just betting 5 or 3
that's
times.
a player. That's a player. This is a club.
We don't care about players.
That's a player. This is a club.
Ivan Toney got put in there and he's still playing. Like, I don't care about players. It's all about club right now. Look at Juventus. Juventus is about to get slapped. I think they say 15 points deduction. Like, and last time they got caught, they got relegated to Serie B. Yeah, so something they are cooking here.
But the charges were different, though, isn't it? Like City and Juve, the charges were different.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they got punished for it. That's the whole point.
And that's the point. The precedents have been set and has been set for Juve. The Premier League, this is an unprecedented case that we're dealing with this specific, how they've been able to do it. Set that precedence so that for future context, this doesn't happen again. That precedence has already been set. This is going to be the punishment. Owners. You're going to get docked this amount of points. Let's say 15 points. That's 5 games. That's 15 points or even 20. If it's worse than that, take them down to what's the name? Championship. And let's keep it moving because these people have been getting away with murder and broad daylight, and enough is enough. Enough is enough. Okay, everyone has to play within FFP. We are not even allowed. Us, Manchester United, we've been crying for a striker to replace that useless number 9 that we have. Crying.
Who?
But we can't. The number 9 that we have.
Say the name.
Listen,
let me just quickly read out the allegations that were set out to Juventus.
Yeah, please. I think they're different now.
Right. The first line of concerns are artificial gains. A club buys a player for 50 million in 2022, gradually writes off the initial cost over several years. If the club sells him for 50 million in 2026, that amount can be fully budgeted in 1 year. This is where the capital gains takes place. In 2026, the club has already written off that value, but it budgets the full amount it sells him for. It is not illegal as such, but can be used to boost suffering balance sheets. So, to break it down, you bought a player in 2022 for 50 million, but you're paying it over 5 million, meaning 10 million, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. You're paying it over 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
10 mil each. So you're dividing the money out by 5 years. So initial hit on that year is not 50 million. It's actually 10 million because you're paying it every year, like Chelsea are doing. But when you sell the player, you sell him for 50 million in 2026. 6 years later, you sell him for the same price, 50 million. You can add that earning in the same year. You made 50 million in 1 year rather than 50 million in 5 years because the club is going to pay you in 5 increments or whatever.
Accrual basis.
So it's it's not illegal, but what it can do is it can enhance your earnings by a lot more than what it is, which will allow you to buy more players than you can, meaning which will allow you to have more of a transfer budget. Don't forget, transfer budget is set out by the FA, is set out by the leagues based on how much money, based on etc. Nobody can just spend whatever. It is all based on the amount of money you have carried over from the season before, X, Y, Z. They have also obviously had the likes of, right, let's see, what else have they had? They have had wiretapping of President Agnelli, who have had false documents printed to help with transfers, excessive use of capital gains. What else? They had 2 operations were conducted in 1920 and 2021. The second involved 17 players and is now especially under scrutiny, facing liquidity issues. The club asked players to waive 4 months' wages and officially report its savings of 90 million euros. Juventus committed to pay those wages while reporting 90 million euro savings in their books. So they were ordered to save wages from the books, and Juventus told the commission, "We've done it. We're not paying the players. We've done it." Remember Barcelona settings? They can't pay the players? Similar. The commission told Juventus, "Do not pay these players. Take the wages off the books." Juventus said to the commission, "Okay, we're doing that, but continue to pay the players behind closed doors, behind under the table payments." Juventus committed and continued to pay those wages whilst reporting that they had 90 million euros in savings in their books, but in fact, it should have actually been 22 million in savings. So they hiked up and cooked the books. And that was just that's not even over the years. That's just 2 years between 1920 and 2021. That's not even the size of Man City's. And overall, Juventus were looking at a few counts overall, but nowhere near as many counts as Manchester City. On top of it, UEFA opened an investigation in December in order to take European competition. Each club needs a UEFA club license from its national association. If allegations prove true, Juventus received their thanks to financial violations. In August, Juventus signed a settlement agreement with UEFA, allowing them to pay 3.5 million euros to cover their balance problems between 19 and 22, provided they would level off imbalances by 2025. So these are the penalties that they have, couple of financial penalties. But other than that, they had obviously points deducted. But let's be honest, that's 1 year. That's all it is. They cook the books, but they'll be back. They will be back nonetheless. It's only a little bit of scratch compared to, so you're doing years of fraud to get penalized for 1 year. You're out of Champions League 1 year, you get a transfer ban for 1 year, you get a league deducted 1 year, but then you're back again. But then you've had 4 or 5 years of success. So if I asked all of you, would you risk 1 year for 4 or 5 years of success? You would, because I've got 4 or 5 years of success. The real issue, the real punishments would be is for every year you've been dodgy, you get a year of transfer ban. For every year you've been dodgy, you get like 50 million damage. So if you've been dodgy for 7 years, you get quite a bit of a hefty balance. You get 300, 400 million damage. You get serious points deducted. You get relegation. You're dealing with the biggest of the biggest organizations here. Like really and truly, you're dealing with some serious 100 counts is no fucking joke. You saw the document that I brought up. They broke a certain rule. That rule that I brought you up, right? They broke a certain rule 7 years in a row. They broke another rule 6 years in a row. They broke another rule 6 years in a row. They broke another rule 4 years in a row. They broke rules year in, year out. Not one. It's not like, oh, they fucked up 1 year like Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley just come. Oops, sorry, I didn't know. Oops, sorry, I didn't know. These motherfuckers were breaking the same rule year in, year out. And it's not one. We're talking like, if I bring you that document again, they were breaking numerous rules every single year.
I didn't see it.
Faz, however, I do feel that that would not be fair on the players in Man City. Let me land before everyone kills me.
What?
Let me land.
Howler, that one is a howler.
No. Let me land.
Howler. Like it's gonna be.
Wait, bro.
Land.
Can you can you guys like chill out? Let me just complete. Mad. Okay, so here's my point. Players won't be allowed to go out, right? If at all, we are looking at a transfer ban because they need players to play, right? Secondly,
players can leave.
No. Listen, players won't be allowed because players won't be allowed to leave because they can't buy players, right? So they can't replace them. What if you sell Erling Haaland and then Alvarez wants to go? So what I personally would allow for Man City would be a Billy fine, okay, or new owners, and most definitely with the listen.
Let him finish. Because
without a doubt, go to a different league. So they're right now in the Premier League. Move them to the Championship.
Okay. Let me tell you about that right now. I don't give a fuck. These players, they have relegation clause in their contract. They're all gonna leave. They're not gonna stay. They're not what's this thing called? Loyal like Juventus. Juventus had loyal players. They stayed when they went to Serie B. These players are not staying. They're here for the money.
Do you think Rodri and Mahrez will play in the Championship? No.
These teams should get punished, and if you're there, you sign for them. You sign for Man City, like you know what was going on.
It's going to be a fine, fellas. I'm telling you, that's it.
That's what just a fine. It's going to be a fine.
If it's a fine, we get bought back Qatar, Dubai soon.
Maybe they can.
I think it's going to be a heavy fine and 20% deduction. That's it, slapping the wrist.
And points deduction, yep, and points too.
If it's just a fine and points deduction, that's it. Then, bro, I need Dubai.
We can go by Dubai, and you're gonna see corruption on the proper level.
But here's the thing, lads.
How to do corruption? What are you talking about?
Here's the thing, lads. If City gets a slap in the wrist, then the reputation of Premier League will be in a big question. So the people who are making this decision will keep that in mind. Like if we give City a slap in the wrist like that, then the whole Premier League's reputation will be tarnished. Nobody will take Premier League seriously anymore.
The investigation has been going on since 2009, ever since the oil money took over. And they were just being on 2020. They got second on the highest revenue. What year was that? 2021. They got second in highest revenue.
700 million.
Yeah.
Let's ask Akshay. You were saying something. Go on, Akshay.
My opinion is like, the Premier League and FA, they have to come hard on them, right? So, for example, as you have mentioned, the Everton is on a sale, right? What if tomorrow the other Arabs, oil money, they would buy that club and they will start pumping in the money 3-4 years. So, if they don't go hard on City, then it will create a bad impression. You know what? Like, let's break the rule. Maximum we will get is 15-point deduction. Okay, that's fine. It's good for one season. Next season we are still in the league, so they have to go hard on them. They have to set example of Manchester City as someone who breaks the rule, and we make them punish like that. So they have to go hard on them. Otherwise, tomorrow someone owns Manchester United and they will start doing the same thing with Manchester United. So
next in line will be Newcastle, because if
Newcastle
City
is
gets
oil
a slap
money.
the wrist, Newcastle Saudi money
Manchester
will
City
be
is oil
pumping
money.
millions in there.
So
Everton is 500 million only.
On Man City, using
Yes.
go hard on Man City,
go hard, like go hard on them.
Maybe take
right
all
now,
trophies back or something like that.
Like you don't want to relegate them to League One or the level below Championship. They gotta OD there because it's the first time this happened in the EPL, I believe.
set that precedence. That's all I'm asking for. Hey. I don't care what that rule is, you know, how harsh or how little, but set that precedence. So from here on out, us fans and admirers of the Premier League, we are not confused or like on the fence as to are they going to get punished or are they not? Because in all actuality, is the fact that they've gotten away with it so many times in the past that now, even with 100 charges, how are we still on the fence? They are as good as guilty itself in the letter G. They're guilty. Two things. Pep, by the way, Pep, if this sanction does come, if whatever sanction that they impose and on City, I do not want to hear nothing in the comparisons of Pep Guardiola and Sir Alex Ferguson within the Premier League. And
his legacy is tarnished. He'll be marked as a cheat at the end of the day.
Exactly, because at this point, it's not when you're comparing greatness, it's the fine and minute details. And if you're cheating, that's like throwing a bucket of paint on towards the Mona Lisa. It's finished.
If Man City is sanctioned, heavily sanctioned, then there will be new owners and there will be new coaches and gaffer as well. So that's what the City fans were saying, that they don't want they want new owners if City gets heavily sanctioned, because that will be really embarrassing for the whole fans, the 5 fans they have. Like Steve was saying in the side TVs, like I want new owners if that's the case.
No. They always brag about how they came from Championship and League 2 and this and that and Stockport and this. Okay, you're about to
get deluded fans anyway. So.
You're about to be back in Stockport. I don't even know where Stockport is. Educate me fast. I don't even know where Stockport is, but I know
Stockport is Stockport is a big club, you know. Respect Stockport, man. It's a big
Stockport
club.
is just outside Manchester, but they say it's part of Cheshire, but it's really part of Manchester. So.
Who cares?
And all the American fans out there, you only see City fans in Cheshire, not in Manchester. You don't see any City fans in Manchester. Only in Cheshire, outside Manchester, you see these old people and young kids with mustache and everything wearing the blue T-shirt. So, yeah,
it doesn't really matter. Wherever you're from, that geography-wise, I don't really look into that much. But welcome, Football Power Hour. Listen, there's a lot to be said. Firstly, let me say what Ronald said about the players. It's not their fault. I couldn't give a damn. Fuck the players, bruv. Fuck the lot of them. I don't care. They wear Manchester City. For all I care, they get relegated. I am going and I am doubling down on my Haaland prop. I said Haaland is not that guy. And you lot remember, they cooked me. Remember, Griggs cooked me. Remember, all of these other City fans and even football fans, they said, you don't know football, you don't know this, you don't know that. Look where it is now. They were making charts of saying Haaland will reach Ronaldo's record by X amount of years. Do I need to go and bring those pictures? Do I need to bring those pictures? Remember the diagram they were making? They were making diagram. Oh, 60 goals a year. Oh, Haaland will score 60 goals in all competition. Well, hold that. Hold that now. I'm telling you, Kevin De Bruyne is finished. Only Omo was saying it with me. Kevin De Bruyne is a fraud. Ooh.
His legs are not there anymore.
People were not believing me. They did not believe in us, but Ten Hag did. Ten Hag believed. Premier League believed in us. I was telling you, this is why I say this is the conspiracy theory channel where the shit comes through. I told you, I have tweets and proof of tweets saying Pep Guardiola's behavior has not been the same. No manager says they don't. No manager says they don't care about the Premier League. What the fuck did you join Man City for then?
No managers have ever said that in the history of football.
They don't care about the domestic league. Nah,
you listen. You've been a coach at Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and now Manchester City. You have media training. You don't say that. You don't tell your players. You don't tell your players, your fans.
Omo, you think Pep cares about media training? That guy, arrogant.
And when he said that, I'm like, oh, this man is rattled. You cannot say that.
If Ten Hag ever said, I don't care about the Premier League, I'm making a banner Ten Hag out. Are you crazy? Are you fucking mad?
Yeah.
Why the hell did you come here for?
If Ten Hag is with us for the next 12 years, I want to win the Premier League the next 12 years.
Listen, fuck the players. It don't even matter. Fuck the players, fuck the physios, fuck the groundsman, fuck the freaking bottle carrier, fuck the bus driver, fuck the lot of them. A lot of them were in on this. They knew.
Anybody
Listen to
associated
me.
with City,
Listen,
fuck
if
them
you
all.
work in a corporate world, the guy who's in charge of the stationery knows what the director's doing. They know something's fishy is going on. The agents, you lot see me with the freaking players from all over the league. Members, I showed you pictures of agents that follow me. These lot know. They know what they're doing.
People
they
talk,
know why
people talk.
Why did Haaland go to Man City and it was a good deal? Why did Haaland go to Man City? It was a good deal. Tell me how it's a good deal. Tell me how Calvin Phillips was a good deal. Tell me. Tell me how you telling me. How are you telling me the best fullback in the world just get let go like this? How are you telling me they go shopping for goalkeepers like they're going shopping at Walmart? How?
They put Aki over a Cancelo. Oh my days.
How?
Imagine.
Which sponsorship? Which sponsorship is big? Which one? I don't understand. Football Power Hour. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
No, and then to add right on top of that, this transfer window, they decide to just buy one player.
They did. They kept
Todd Bowley is here. You know, usually they're out there competing like, oh no, we're not gonna let another person just go ahead and grab all the talent. There was something fishy that's been going on at Man City.
Oh my! Talk to them. Talk to them because I was saying how Man City didn't buy a defender. I was saying this. How the hell are they doing Akanji and Aki, the twin brothers? How are these twins in defense? And Pep is crying. Pep is saying, nah, I don't care about Premier League. He's got twins in defense. He's got twins. You're telling me Akanji can see Man City's defense?
Hey, put Rico Nasty, the right back, whatever his name is, Rico Nasty, right back. Inverted.
What, an 18-year-old? He swapped the best fullback in the world with an 18-year-old from the academy. And you're telling me he didn't know something was coming. Listen to me right now. You guys know how this works. You know politics, ladies and gentlemen. Stop acting stupid on PlanetFaz stream. Stop it. You know. Have you watched this House of Cards, for example? The TV series House of Cards, or the TV series Billions.
Madness.
Bro, someone from the Premier League. Listen to me now. You lot know me and my conspiracies. Yo, Pep. Yeah, I just saw the printer. I just saw the fax machine. Yeah, bro, it's coming. Yeah, the Haaland deal. Yeah, you let Ferran Torres go, didn't you? Yeah, bro. You know what set them off? The Cancelo, man. You shouldn't have let Cancelo go, bro. Yeah, they're coming. Pep is now going, bro. He knew. He can't sleep at night knowing. You know when you take a speeding light, when you take a red light, and you know you're about to get the ticket, but you just don't know when the post is about to arrive. you know when you missed a bank payment, a direct debit, you missed a loan payment, a credit card payment, and you know the bank letter is about to arrive. Pep knew it was coming. He's now muddied. He knew his behavior.
So do you think it was before the World Cup? He knew something was coming. That's why he's rattled.
How do you buy Haaland for 60 million? How?
Thank you. That alone is ludicrous. I know people are coming. Who Enzo Fernandez for 120 million, and you're saying that Haaland.
Hold on. Haaland was 60 million.
You don't know?
Haaland was chicken change.
You don't know?
I forgot. I thought it was 110 or 20. What?
Oh, no, man. No, it wasn't.
I need to do my research.
I feel like something that could have transpired. Something that's in the realm of possibilities. It's also.
Yeah, man. I get it. House of Cards. Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, Manchester City doing some crazy business. I'm Mikhail.
They said to him, right, could I take your name for reference? He said, We've got Super Mega Teta. Oh,
all
these
the
lot
books.
got
That's
caught.
why Mikel Arteta got this little catalyst to get to the first place in the league. Because he just said, you know, we have to get these players off the books. Hey, Zinchenko, get out. Jesus, bye.
So they're overcooking the books now. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, Man City,
Together, they have to also investigate Arteta.
They have to.
Oh, he's the
They
snake.
will.
He
They're
was
gonna
telling
investigate every
everything.
worker that work with them.
Did he touch the spoon and stay in the pot while they were cooking the books?
How was Riyad Mahrez? Okay, how was Riyad Mahrez 70 million?
And
But Erling Haaland was 60 million. Make it make sense, please. Make it. Tell me right now.
Wait,
Tell me right now.
What are you talking about?
How come Ruben Diaz was 75 million, but Haaland was 60 million? Tell me right now.
I think it was his release clause, though, that amount, no?
What kind of release clause? What kind of release clause is this?
No, there
Erling
was no
Haaland's
release clause for that.
No, I don't believe all this release clause, bro. I don't believe all this release clause, man. As if 60 million release clause in the same season, in the same time when we bought Casemiro for 70 million. What kind of release clause is this?
Bro, we
What
paid
kind of
85
release
for
clause?
Jadon Sancho.
People will say that Manchester United, John Murtough doesn't know how to do business. They don't know that he's doing business the right way. People will blame Daniel Levy. He's not spending money. Levy out. In it go. They don't know that they're doing business the right way. Liverpool, FSG don't spend. FSG don't spend. They don't understand that they're doing it the right way.
I'll be honest with you. It's been like 7 or 8 years. Man City has been here, and I don't even know who they send for transfer talk.
It's that Tixi guy, Tixi. The director of football, Tixi.
Come on.
And
man.
the other guy, the other Middle Eastern gentleman. Well, I don't know if it's about gentle bit, but it's the Middle Eastern guy who deals with it. But it's astonishing. Absolutely astonishing.
So going
bro,
forward,
it's been going since 2009 and 10. So Carlos Tevez was a fraud. Carlos Tevez, the Carlos Tevez transfer was a fraud, bro.
It was the same year they bought the club.
Carlos Tevez.
It was a big belt. Santa Cruz was a fraud. Oh my days! All these players I grew up on. What? Kolo Toure was a fraud.
How were they able to afford all these players? This is weird. Shout out to whoever brought this investigation up. Whoever that name is.
How about
so you're telling me Edin Dzeko?
Edin Dzeko, him, and the keeper, the England goalkeeper. What's his name? Hart. What's his name?
Hart.
Joe Hart.
Yeah.
So no wonder Robinho said, "Bro, I came to the wrong Manchester, bro."
Yeah, he didn't even know. He didn't even know that it was City.
He said, "I came to the wrong, bro." What kind of Manchester is this? Which Manchester is this, bro? You're telling me Sami Nasri, bro? Bro, fuck Man City and all their players. You heard it. Fuck a lot of them. All their trophies.
I don't care about them.
Bro, forget all of them, bro. These men have been doing fraudulent business. Absolutely fraudulent business. There's something detrimentally wrong. When you're telling me, right, year in, year out, they've been disregarding this situation, bro. 1920, Juventus's books got cooked, right? 1920, right?
Yes.
Who bought one of the most expensive players from Juventus in 1920? Manchester City. Who did they buy? João Cancelo from Juventus.
Oh,
remember Cancelo came from Juventus?
Yeah, that's right.
They bought Cancelo from Juventus on 1920. The same year, Juventus cooked their books. And they bought Cancelo for 65 million euros, 70 million euros in the same year.
They're guilty.
I think they exchanged Cancelo and Danilo, something like that.
They're guilty.
I don't know about the exchange, but Danilo was brought in for 40 million. But they bought Cancelo for 75, something like this, 70 million.
Yeah, City bought Cancelo for Danilo plus something millions. I don't know.
It says 6 years.
It was something like that.
7 million.
It's dodgy.
Danilo.
It's dodgy.
For 60. Okay.
Bro, I'm telling you now. Yeah, I am telling you right here, right now, something is dodgy. Because how are you telling me Pep Guardiola bought Erling Haaland for 60 million from Dortmund and then decided to buy Akanji from Dortmund for 20 million in the same window?
And also got Alvarez just for the fun.
No. But do you understand the deal? I'm buying your main player for 60 million, but Pep Guardiola bought 2 players from Dortmund, you know?
Yeah,
one is Haaland and one is Akanji. Bro, Akanji is not a Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola don't like Akanji.
And the thing about it is that makes
play starts him because he's a weird ass coach.
It's nah, man. The more we talk about it, the more I'm actually convinced that there'll be a significant punishment, not just points.
Yeah, like I said, that if City hasn't been given a hard sanction, then the reputation of Premier League will be tarnished.
Yeah.
So Premier League needs to do something big, a big punch in the face for City. Otherwise,
with all the talk surrounding with the Super League and some teams are still in there, or the Premier League is now turning into the Super. This is not a good spotlight for the Premier League right now.
No, it's not.
The leagues will all join together and say,
And also,
see, we've been telling you guys, see, the Super League. So now the Prem, put it like this. And I'm gonna let y'all talk for the rest of the night, and I'm gonna just cool it. If the Premier League do not put a significant, not just any punishment, significant punishment to these fools, I might have to be good on the Premier League and go somewhere else, because enough is enough. Too much is too much. Okay? Enough is enough and too much is too much. They're guilty. Punish them as such and let's move on. The Premier League's integrity is at stake here with the amount of Super League talk that's going around. With us, with Southampton and Nottingham Forest moving as if they're Real Madrid and Barcelona. It has to stop. It has to stop. And this needs to yield a salary cap system. I never wanted this to happen in football, European football. But now, with the way how things are moving and how families are moving, we need a salary cap in football now to now make balance in all leagues again. I don't know how UEFA is going to do it, but it has to be set.
It's not good for money, bruv.
You cannot pay certain amount, and if you do go over that salary cap, you have to pay a luxury tax, which is
sponsors will not want that.
It has to happen to control. I'm looking at it not even just for the betterment of the Premier League. I'm looking at the betterment of all the top 5 leagues, the Power 5 leagues, because it will make it more fair. More talent will go to different countries and will have to play for said teams and said countries and said leagues. So that's what I'm looking at it from. But it starts from here. The Premier League, you are the most powerful league. Forget all those other little man leagues, with all disrespect. Make your mark here now, and every other league will follow suit. Simple as.
So going forward then, when do you think this sanction will come through? 3 months, 4 months, next season, after the season?
End of the season, I think they get a transfer.
I think end of the season, yeah, I think so too.
I think the main thing is gonna come maybe next year. I'm not sure. Depends
so
on
if it's next season, so we say let's say 20 points. So start of the season is 20 points. So 6 matches ban and hefty fine and transfer bans. Okay.
It depends on how serious they are.
I don't think they'll reach a decision that quickly. Like, I mean, when you try and really try and get clues from the statement that Manchester City put out, it seems like there's a back and forth battle that's going to ensue. It seems like Manchester City has sort of, you know, like I was just looking, I actually have it open here. One of the key things that for me, I was just looking at and trying to unpack is stuff like we've particularly given the extensive engagement and vast amount of detailed materials that the EPL has been provided with. And, they're already sort of, steps ahead in terms of preparing for whatever legal loophole that they feel like they've been exploring and exploiting, actually. So the fact that when they go on further saying the club welcomes the review of this matter by an independent commission to impartially consider the comprehensive body of irrefutable evidence that exists in support of its position. It's like, what? Why are we even inviting an independent person right now? This is between you, and the freaking Premier League. Why can you not
what I wanna understand first, right? What I want to establish first is what are these laws and rules that they have broken? The first being they have broken in 2009 and 10. So if you notice, right, I don't know what these E11, E12, E3 mean, but you know what? Do you any of you here know?
No, I think this is the section
that's
of the
right.
rule book. That's it.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're going to do some homework. All of you. We're going to be whatever law you can find out, whatever rule you can find out. You know, this is there on Twitter. You can find it on Twitter. I'll send it to you guys if you want. Do your research and learn what these rules and laws are, because I'll break it down more. Manchester City have cheated, right? Cool. But what's the law that they've broken? What's the crime that they've committed?
Yeah.
What have they actually done? Have any of you even wondered?
I'll take.
What have they done?
I'll take row B.
No, take whichever one you want. Yeah, go and because but the fundamental is right. The issue I have, right? The issue I have is they have broken B13 3 years in a row. They have broken C71, C72, and C75, which were amended to C79 from 10th of September 2009. So all these rules in 2009 and 10 were amended, if I'm not mistaken, by the way I'm reading it, C71, 72, 75 were amended to C79. They then went on to break C79 in the following year in 2010. They also broke C87. They broke B13 again. They broke C78 and 79, right? In the next year, 11-12, they broke B11 again. They then decided to break E3 and 4 and 11 and 12. They let all the C rules go. Why did they let the rule C go? I'm gonna go deep. I'm going 3 Viagra's in.
So which rule they broke 7 years in a row? Which one?
Just 1 second.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Hold on, Ronald. Let's go through these rules first. We'll talk about it.
No,
because
I'm talking about this rule itself. I found a handbook. It's the Premier League handbook, and I know what B13 kind of means.
Every year.
Hold on then. Hold on. We'll come to the dissection of the rules one by one. Okay. If you've got the link, send it in the members only chat. I'll bring it up. So they've broken B13 3 years in a row, right? But then in the second year, they've decided that they will do a couple of the C's. In the third year, they decided to let go all of the C rules. I want to find out, why have they decided to let go of all of the C rules? I'm going to go deep, man. We have to go deep with this shit. In the fourth season, right, which is first, second, third. In the third season, I apologize. In the third season, they decided to go from the C rules to the E rules. So E3, 4, 11, and 12. They broke that. In the fifth season, they decided to break Rule 16. They let the B rule go. Why did they let the B rule go? Why did they let the C rule go? They continue to break the E rule. Again, E3, E4, E11, E12. Why? In the sixth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the fifth year, they again decided to go for Rule 15. They decided to break E3, E4, E11 again. This time, they decided to add E12 and E49. Again, Premier League Rule 16. Premier League Rule 16, they broke 3 times in a row. And then in the same 3 years, they broke E3 again, E4 again, E11 again, E12 again, E50 twice, E51 twice. And then in the last year, they broke again B16 with 3. And then they broke E4, E11, E12. But then in the last year, they let go of the E3 rule. So you see, this is very, very complex. They're breaking rules for a few years, then they're stopping. Read the pattern here, guys. They're breaking B13 in 3 years, then they stopped. They're breaking E3 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. They broke E3 for 6 years, then they stopped. They broke E16 1 year, Rule 16, as you can see. Let me bring my mouse so you can see it. They broke Rule 16 1 year, they let it go 1 year. Then they broke it 3 years, then they let it go again. It's like a stop and start. But this is what the interesting is. Look this. E3, they broke this motherfucker every year. E3, E4, E11. They broke this fucking rule every. What is these rules? What are they specifically? Because they had the opportunity to break them every year. They've been breaking E4 for the last 7 years.
Faz, go to the group chat. What's his name has it? Is it there? So you could type it in one by one to figure out the rules.
And then on top of it, right? On top of it all, you get in respect of, which is the second part of all of this, each season, 2009 and 10 to 2012 and 13 inclusive, Premier League rules applicable in those seasons requiring a member of club to include full details of manager and its relevant contracts with its manager. Namely, for season 09 to season 11, Premier League rules Q7 and Q8, and then each season of 10-11 to 15-16 inclusive Premier League applicable those seasons, member club include full details of player details in its relevant contracts with its players. So again, you see the rule number section A of 2 is you must give all details of the contracts between yourself and your manager. And then rule number 2B is you must give all details between yourself and your players. Do you understand where it is going? You have to understand.
Yeah,
this is going to take
and the rule
this is
that
going to
you're
take a
talking
lot
about,
of time.
The rule that you're talking about, E3, that's very interesting. I would request you to, whenever you get time.
We'll go through it. We'll go through it.
It is.
We'll go through it.
Scam. It's a scam. I'm reading this right now. It's scam.
Do you see how 2A and 2B represent? So between 2009 to 2013, Manchester City clearly failed to give the commission enough information about the dealings between the club and the manager. And in 2B, Manchester City failed to give ample evidence or ample information of relationship between players between 2010 to 2016. And there's more. If I actually shift how we're set out, there you go. You should read 2. Look at that more. There is more even on the bottom. Seasons 13-14, 14-15, seasons 15-16, 16-17, Premier League rules T13, T20. There's so much. We have to, as a fan base, study this shit. If you are watching this stream, take your time and study it. Because you can't just be calling Manchester City cheap. There's no point. This is going to take a lot of time and a lot of dissection. We have to understand what Murray is going to be doing, the guy in the commission. We love football. We do all our research. We look at stats. If you really love football, you're gonna read this up. I have to read this up and understand.
I think you need to bring Nuruddin in your chat or go to him and have a chat.
I think Nuruddin. I don't even know if Nuruddin's gonna go through this level of study, but he has to. I'm gonna tell him to.
Because he was talking a lot about this in the site's live today. He was on it. He was screaming and shouting.
But screaming and shouting doesn't justify what laws have they actually broken. We need to understand.
When I say screaming and shouting, he was passionate. He was passionate. Very passionate.
Fast, can you bring up that document that I sent you?
I'm having a look at it. What page number is E3?
So just do a Control F and type in E.3.
Actually, let's.
You'll find that on page number 63.
Yeah, they are moving money around like funny. The contracts are scammy.
So let's start with number A, for example, season 09-010, B13, right? That's the first one on the hit list. B13 comes down to procedure and general meetings. Subject to provision of articles and act, the chairman may regulate the procedure for general meetings as he thinks fit, unless otherwise determined by chairman. Clubs must give to the league not less than 28 days clear notice of any item for inclusion on agenda of a forthcoming general meeting. And number 2 representatives from each club may attend general meetings, each of whom may speak, but only of whom shall be entitled to vote. So it's general meeting regarding whatever situation with the clubs are. It's not that doesn't really make that one is a lie. It is. It's just basically not notifying for.
Like Okay, just fine.
Not notifying for manager. Okay, let's go to.
That's on 63.
C71.
Oh, C71.
Let's go to C70. Let's do one by one. C71, right? I can't seem to get it. Oh, no, it's not C71 anymore. It's C79 now, I think. Is it?
Yeah, it's C79 now. Everything's all together.
Let me see if I can find. Well, actually, on the handbook, it only goes up to C24, which is interesting.
C30, actually.
Actually, I don't see that at all. I think it went away.
I don't see C30 as well. At one page. Oh, no, I see it. I see it. Sorry, it was my Zoom. C30. Okay. It goes up to C30, but there is no C20. There is no C71, C72. There's
Look at page number 63. That's mad.
We're following. Hold on. If clubs cannot, no, it doesn't say. I have to understand why C71, 72, 75 is not on the list. We will come to find that. Okay, let's go to which one is the next E3. Okay, let's see. There is no D. They haven't broken any D. They haven't broken any D. They haven't broken any D. So I'm going past D right now. I am now in E. So in the year of 2011-12, on the season 11-12. So again, let me bring all of my thingy up. Bear with me. I have to get everything ready. Hold on. So that is season 11-12. In that season, obviously, they won the league with Roberto Mancini in the 11-12 season. In the 10-11 season, they won the FA Cup. So that was the season before. You have to go deep, very, very deep. Okay, again, let's look at who they brought in on the season 11-12, where they broke the rule E3. So all transfers go to season 11-12. Come on now. Right, there you go. Season 11-12. Let's see, 11-12. There you go. In the season 11-12, their biggest purchase was obviously Sergio Aguero from Atletico Madrid, Samir Nasri, Savic, Gael Clichy as well. Let's not forget. Jerome Boateng was their biggest outgoing in that season, in the 11-12 season. Right, okay. So E3 is submission of club. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, yeah!
It's hot, Dan.
Submission.
It's hot, Dan.
You're catching up now. You're catching up to the bribery. Go on.
Okay, so let me stop presenting this one. Someone's echo is coming through. Sorry, unfortunately.
Yeah, someone's echo.
And then let me present this. So E3 is one of the laws that Manchester City have broken. So bear with me. I will read it out. 1 second. Someone read it out for me, actually. Someone who's got good reading. Can you please read it out?
I can give it a try.
Go on.
Each club shall by 1st March in each season submit to the board a copy of its annual accounts in respect of its most recent financial year, or if the club considers it's appropriate or the board so request, the group accounts of the group of which it is a member, brackets, in either case, such accounts to be prepared and audited in accordance with applicable legal and regulatory requirements, brackets close, together with a copy of director's report for that year and a copy of auditor's report on those accounts.
Okay, so by a certain time each season, the board should send their accounts, right? Regardless of whatever happens, even if it's appropriate or not, the board requests the group accounts of the group of which a member, in this case, such accounts to be prepared and audited in accordance with applicable legal. So basically, any accountant or lawyer or whatever, basically a member of the group, will send that together with a copy of the director's report for that year. So directors, they get their report, right? Every director on a board, they will get a copy.
On those accounts.
They get a copy, the club get a copy, and the commission get a copy. And Manchester City have failed to submit the account by the 1st of March in each season, and auditors, and a copy of the auditor's report as well. By the way, don't forget the clubs get audited every year. So you have to send the actual director's report. You also have to send the records of the financial year. And in accordance with that, you also have to send the audited reports for that year. And Manchester City have failed to follow this particular rule for the season 11-12, 12-13, 13-14, 14-15, 15-16, 16-17. They have failed to follow this rule 6 years in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Which is 1, 2, 3.
Can we
4, 5,
find
6.
out? Can we find out who did the auditing for those years? Which company?
Please do.
There's going to be a lot of
www.google.com. Go for it. Why didn't they send the reports? I'm going deep. We are going deep. This is a great rule.
Because we need to find out the company who did the auditing, and there's a lot of underhanding going on then.
Yeah, they also broke, whilst we're here, they also broke E4, which is accounts referred to rule E3. So it's in relation to E3, all the accounts. E4.1, part 1 of E4 is include separate disclosures within the balance sheet or notes to the accounts or by way of supplementary information separately reported on by its auditors by the way of auditors by a way of procedures specified by the board of the total sums payable and receivable in respect of compensation fees, contingent sums, and loan fees. So in essence, a disclosure within the balance sheet must be provided for the accounts, which should involve any compensation fees received, any sums, loan fees, and etc. received. And on top of that, part 2 says include a breakdown within the profit and loss account or the notes. You could even, accounts can either be detailed in Excel file or it could be notes. So that's why they say notes. So profit and loss account to the accounts or by way of supplementary information separately reported by its auditors by a way of procedures specified by the board, of revenue in appropriate categories such as gate receipts, sponsorship, advertisement, broadcasting rights, commercial income, and other income. So to break this down, for 1.1 and 4.1 and 4.2, which is in continuation with E3, E3 is basically you must submit all records that are given to your club, that are given to your director, that are given to your board, and that are also given to the auditor. You must submit that. In the submission, you must disclose in the balance sheet any compensation fees involved, any contingent sum, any loan fees. On top of that, you must have a breakdown of the profit and loss account within those reports. Because don't forget, right? If you've done accountancy, I don't know if anybody's done accountancy in the chat. I don't know if anybody's done accountancy. Okay, if you do accountancy, you would know there's a difference between a report and a balance sheet. It's two different things. A balance sheet is much more transactional level. A report is much more on a whole level. So they are asking for the report along with a breakdown of the balances, along with the breakdown of the transactions of any profit and loss account. Any way you record it, so if you record it in an account system, if you record it in a notes, or if you want to give it in a supplementary information separately reported, right? Any way you report it, you must submit it, and it must be categorized such as gate receipts, as in ticket sales, gate receipts, that's ticket sales, sponsorships. I don't know what the sponsor was on the shirt, if anybody can remember. Broadcasting rights, Sky Sports, BT Sports, BN Sports, etc. Commercial income, any other income, basically from anywhere else, must be disclosed. And Manchester City have failed to disclose that in the year 2011-12, 12-13, 13-14, 14-15, 15-16, 16-17, 17-18. They have, in essence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row, they have failed to follow the rule E3 and E4. Ladies and gentlemen, there's
now
the
which
background.
players did they buy during those years as well?
So
Something to think about.
the players that they brought from the start of the rule, which was E4 and E3 in 11-12, right? In 11-12, excuse me, let me just break it up. Yeah, in 11-12, they won the Premier League. In 12-13, they came second. In 13-14, they won the Premier League. In 14-15, they came second. Obviously, in that time, they've never won the Champions League, so I'm not going to count that. And then they didn't win the Premier League from 13-14 all the way, obviously, until 17-18 with Pep Guardiola. But the players that they brought in from 11-12 for the next 7 years were the likes of Aguero, Nasri, Savage. I'm only going to go through the top three. They brought in Garcia, Nastasic, and Rodwell. They brought in the likes of Fernandinho, who's been here for many years, who's had loads of success. Jesus Navas, Negredo, Jovetic. They brought in the likes of Mangala, Boni, Fernando. They brought in the likes of De Bruyne, Sterling, Otamendi, Delph. They brought in the likes of Jones, Leroy Sané, Gabriel Jesus as well. What else? And then the last season, in the 17 season, they brought in the likes of Laporte, Mendy, Kyle Walker, Silva, Edison, Danilo, Douglas Luiz. So a lot of players that they have brought in during that time when they were not disclosing their financial records. That's what they were not disclosing.
So if that's the case, then I just found out is BDO LLP is the auditors for all these years. They need to be questioned as well.
Now, it's not for all the years. I was looking into it myself, but I can only go back to, or as far as about 2020, because even in 2019 they have not mentioned the one that you're talking about, the BDO one. They haven't mentioned their name.
As in, this is just like they're not disclosing where the money come from.
Yeah, BDO
Yeah, exactly.
LLP is an accountancy firm based in Manchester that do cities auditing every year. So.
Well, the auditing is supposed to highlight any wrongdoings or any mistakes made. That's the job of an auditor. And the auditor is also supposed to rectify any mistakes made and identify to the board as to what amendments need to be made before submission. Also, the commission, the FA, the PL will also have obviously their own auditors to cross-check everything. The reason why they ask for a full balance sheet, they ask for all the reports, and they ask for a profit and loss account, because then everything can be cross-checked and verified. But the fact that they have failed to report these for 7 years in a row is baffling. Absolutely baffling. So much so, I need to even take a screenshot of this because, it's just easier to go over. It's so much. This is gonna take a long this is gonna take a long time. This is going to take E11, let's say. Actually, let's go to E11 and E12 quickly whilst we're here. E11, by 31st of March each season. March is interesting because that's when all the shit happens. And if you go and look, we can go even deeper, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, guys, we can go even deeper. Do you know how we can go deeper? There is a certain time that this report is supposed to be submitted by, 1st of March. You can go and check, when was the pre-agreements done for some of these players? Was it done before or after? Do you understand?
Mostly after.
Was it done before or after? How have they planned this? This is very, very meticulous. These are individuals that are performing at the highest of the highest level. These are big players who are performing, players as in, club directors who are functioning at the absolute detail. So don't think, oh my God, they've just signed players. No. Why have they signed that player? How much have they signed it for? When do they register the player? Did they make initial contact before March or after March? When was the pre-agreement set? Was it the year before or the year, when they made the signing? Like Julian Alvarez, they had the pre-agreement done from before. Let's not forget, right? Now here, you look at E11.
About one thing, Paz, that
go on.
All the Manchester City annual report and financial statements that I can find, it actually ends till 30th June every year. 30th June is what they ended. So not too sure if this can be provided around March time.
Yeah, but you're supposed to provide last year's next year. That's how it works.
Yeah, I get it. Yep.
So they still have one whole year to provide all the documents. So whatever you've spent
that's true as well.
Yeah, in this year, you will give it next March. So they have
Next month,
months
yeah.
and months of preparation. Months and months of preparation. That's how accountancy, they do your tax returns, is you do it 1 year later. By E11, one of the rules that they've broken again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row, they have broken this particular rule, E11. By 31st of March each season, each club shall submit to the board, in respect of itself, future financial information, compromising projected profits and loss accounts, cash flow, balance sheet, and relevant explanatory notes commencing from its accounting reference date. If it has submitted interim accounts pursuant to Rule E6, from the date to which those interim accounts are prepared and expiring on the next accounting reference date after the end of the following season. It's basically future financial information, FFI. The projected profit and loss accounts, cash flow, and balance sheet shall be prepared at a maximum of quarterly intervals. So the projected profit and loss accounts, cash flow, and balance sheet should be done in quarters for the year and then sent all together to the board by 31st of March. So again, when you are making your initial disclosure for all of these documents, so for last year, I am going to give you all my information this year. But for next year, I am also going to give you all my information this year. Because Premier League clubs, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to something. They have sponsorships for year in, year out. Manchester City sponsorships for next year are already signed, sealed, and delivered. You guys agree, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody awake?
Yes.
Jova, you awake?
It's like a
here.
university.
Good. Yes. So
Yes.
all your next year's accounts for your sponsors, for your gate sales, because don't forget, again, this is too deep, but I'm gonna go deeper. Your season ticket sales are done 1 year in advance. Let's not forget. So my season ticket for next year for Manchester United is already going to be sorted out in the next few months. So then Manchester United can tell the commission, hi, PlanetFaz is a season ticket holder for next year. Same with the Chevrolet or TeamViewer. Same with everything, right? All of these are projected for the next year. So then Manchester United know how much money is going to be coming in the bank, and then they can go. Because by March, ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United will also be talking to Sky Sports, BT Sports, BN Sports, Al Jazeera Sports, all these sports, about the likelihood of Manchester United being in Champions League, which will also decide how much percentage increase of funds will be available. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody awake?
Yeah.
Cool. So Manchester City has failed to notify the board of this particular rule, which is future financial information, for 7 years in a row. In the years of which they won Premier League, in the years of which they have obviously had domestic success as well. They haven't had the Champions League, but in 11-12, they won the Premier League once, then they won it twice, then they won it 3 times. They won it 3 times in that period. That's correct. They won it 3 times in that period. In the same period, if I'm not mistaken, they have won what else have they won in that same period? They have won a Carabao Cup. They have won a Community Shield as well. Damn. So that's 3, 4, 5 trophies that they have won. 5, 6 trophies, 7 trophies, because they won the Carabao Cup 1, 2, 3 times in that period, along with the Community Shield as well. So a lot of trophies were won in that period, yet they failed to notify the board as to their future earnings, which is very interesting. Whew. I like this. I'm learning a lot about these cheats. These cheats.
Yes, sir.
Next is E12, right? E12. What's E12? What kind of shagging is E12 gonna give me? Let's see. E12. The future financial information shall. So again, this is a continuation of E11. Sorry, go on.
This is all about, like, not all, but this is mainly about the projected income statements.
That's
and
right.
Projected
That's
profit
correct.
and less. So the main reason when you file a projected is you are assuming that you would earn X amount of income or X amount of expense. And when the year after, when you actually file, the auditors from the other end, they would kind of compare to make sure
That's correct.
it looks relevant. So if they found, for example, so one of the cases, let's say we have a deal with a company Nike for as a legal sponsor. So you have 5-year deal. So when you are in 2020, in 2021 projection, you can add that Nike income in that projection because you know the contract. So there are so many contracts which has more than a 3-4 years. You are supposed to include in that projected income and this statement to make the relevancy. When the auditors from the other end, they would check, they would always compare the projected one with what you have submitted to make sure everything looks all right. So that is the main purpose of filing this projection or this future financial information. It's like a snapshot of how you will perform or you will do going down the road after 6 months, 12 months or something like that.
So does it look like they falsify that projected, looking at how much they already have? Like what are they cooking exactly? Like if
with overall, because I am in accounting, so what my experience is, when it says projected, you will always want to try to make sure it looks decent and it looks good. So it does not have to be 100% accurate, because let's say after 6 months anything can happen, but projected,
let's say Manchester City get knocked out of Champions League, they lose the FA Cup, they lose the Carabao Cup.
So projected, you will have to make sure it's somewhat relevant. You don't have to make 100% accurate, but you have to make sure that it looks relevant, because when you project something, you always have the record of the past. So in 2020 year, your income is, let's say, X amount, let's say 10 or $100. For example, for the year, your income is, just example, in the last year is $100. So in the projection, you can say my income for the next year will be $110. You cannot say it's $80 because, it tends to increase. But if you have a firm reason that it can go down, for example, then you can also mention it to that as well. So I think this is all too much into legal stuff and accounting, but this projection, they are like, for the future reference.
What we must, this is just the rule, but we must understand how Manchester City abused it. This is where the politics comes in, boys and girls. We must understand how they abused it. How were the player deals made? What did they do to their stadium? Did they upgrade the stadium? Did they upgrade anything to do with training facilities during that period? Did they give players a certain contract during that period? Did they buy players and then they say they will pay the players' wages and transfers in a certain way? This is how level of detail. We can just say Manchester City broke this rule E12, but how did they apply it? How did they break the rule? What transfer did they do to break the rule? This is the level of detail we must go in. But it's just baffling alone to see the rules that they've broken in general. This is just in general.
And they're not that daft. They must have found a loophole to do this all these years. So it's not like, oh, just let's break the rule. Maybe they have found a loophole that nobody knows about. So
what's crazy?
You have to remember the handbook that we're looking at right now is 21-22 season. So this is getting refreshed. New, add-ons are coming in about the rules, and some of them are leaving behind. So we don't even know what kind of rules they might have broken, that we don't even know them now, because payments could have been made and those rules are now obsolete. They're not even a part of the handbook anymore.
And also one question then, if we're going back to 2009, 10, 11, so will they follow that handbook back then?
Yeah, they have to. Yes, they have to follow that one, because that was the most recent one. This becomes the most recent one in 21-22 season.
Right. Okay. I think what I've read in Twitter, I think if they're found guilty 50% of it, then get relegated, then so be it.
Forget Twitter. This is the commission now. Forget we are the commission now.
Now he had a blue tick pass.
This is the board meeting that we're talking about.
We are the commission now. We've got Murray and Co. We are the commission. So, okay. Number E12, which is in relation to E11, which was the continuation of future financial information, right? Future financial projection. E12. In that pack of future financial information, you must disclose, be prepared in accordance with the accounting principles adopted in preparation of the club's accounts, except where the accounting principles and policies are to be changed in subsequent annual accounts, in which case new accounting principles and policies should be followed. So be prepared in accordance with accounting adopted in preparation of club's accounts. So if there is new rules coming out, I guess you should be following them. That's what I'm reading. Be prepared to be approved in writing by the board of directors of the company to which they can relate and include in the explanatory notes assumptions and risks, include for comparison profit and loss accounts for the period covered by the annual accounts and interim accounts submitted by E3 and E6, a forecast for the current financial year, and a balance sheet as at the date of the interim account submitted pursuant to Rule E6. I don't really get this one, but by the sounds of it, it just basically seems go in more detail. That's how I think that's just how it seems. I can't make too much of it. It just be prepared, be approved, and explain, and include the comparison of profit. It's just a bit of details, I guess. I don't know if anybody else makes more of this, but that's what E12 is. But again, they have broke this 7 years in a row, back to back to back. They have broken this. They have broken E50 and E49 as well, which is a bit further down. E49 and E50. There you go. If the P said, what is it? E49 and what? E49, E50, and E51. So all in here. So there you go. All of these rules. If the PSR calculation results, what is PSR? Do we know? What is PSR? Profit and Sustainability Record. I think that's what it's called, PSR, because that's what the tab is, PSR. I'm guessing it's called Profit and Sustainability Records. If the PSR calculation results in a loss of excess of 15 million, then the following shall apply. Okay. So if you're projected or whatever is in a loss of 15, these are the things that you should follow, which is the club shall provide, again, by 31st of March, relevant season future financial information. Hey. Hey.
Faz, just to let you know, PSR stands for profit sharing ratio.
Profit sharing ratio. Okay, so it's not profit and sustainability. It is profit sharing ratio. Where have you found that? Is that in this page?
No. I just Googled what is PSR calculation PL, and that's what comes up.
But is that in relevance to the Premier League and the FA? Because it says
PL, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what's it called again? Profit and?
Wait, let me just send it to you. Bear with me.
Profit and?
Profit sharing ratio.
Profit sharing ratio. Okay. Thank you. A star for you. So the club shall provide by such a date in the relevant season future financial information to cover the period commencing from the last accounting to the last accounting reference date till the end of the term 2 and calculation of estimated aggregated adjusted earnings before tax until the end of T2 based on future financial information. So the club relevant season future. So if your loss is in excess of 15 million, you need to provide this. The club shall provide such evidence of secure funding as the board considers sufficient. If you've got a loss of 15 million, how are you going to fund yourself? You should provide that. And also, if the club is unable to provide evidence of secure funding, the board may exercise its powers to set out Rule E15, which is, what's E15? E15 is powers to refer to Rule E14, to require club to submit, agree, and adhere to a budget, which shall include, be not limited to matters. Okay, right. So if you fall under the 15 million loss, you must provide future projections. If your future projections are not sustainable, the board, right, the club should submit and agree and adhere to budgeting. Basically, you're grounded. You can't spend money, bruv. You have to calculate how much your electric bill is, how much everything is, right? To require club to provide such further information based as the board shall determine as for such period. So whenever the board asks you for any information, you will send them. to refuse any application by the club, register any player. So you cannot register any player or any new contract on an existing player of the club if the board reasonably deems that this is necessary in order to ensure the club complies with its obligation. So if you are, again, going back to that law in E49, E50, if you calculation results in a loss of excess of 15 million, if the profit sharing record or whatever it is excess of 15 million loss, the club is unable to provide evidence of secure funding, then the board may exercise this. So you have to show evidence of secure funding. How are you funding yourself if you're making minus 15 million? And if you cannot provide that evidence, then you will follow E15. And in E15, you cannot register players until the board agrees, and XYZ. Then it also comes down to E51 that they broke as well. They broke E50 twice in season 13-14 and 14 in season 14-15 and 15-16 as well. And in 15-16 they came fourth, and in 14-15 they came second. But then before then, in 13-14 they came first in the Premier League. Going to E51, if the PSI calculations result in losses of excess of 105 million, I'm guessing it must be 105. There must be a zero in here because I thought 15 million is too low. There must be 105 million. But anyways, the board may exercise its powers to rule E15, which we read. The club shall be treated as being breach of these rules, and accordingly, the board shall refer to breach of commission constituted pursuant of section W of these rules. So hella rules, man. Hella rules that they have broken. It's a spiral. Then there is Q8, Q7, P7, P8, T12, T20. There's so many. There is so many. I have to go and read all of this. Q7. Scouts. Code of conduct. Code of conduct. So Q7, they broke in 2009 and 2011. They broke it for 3 years. Scouts shall conduct themselves in accordance with code of conduct for scouts, and failure to do so shall constitute a breach of rule. Each club must ensure that scouts comply with provision of these rules. Where youth development, rules were applicable in Appendix 8. It's a code of conduct. They failed to follow code of conduct. How? I don't know. Then you get Q8. Is there a Q8? Can I see a Q8? No. Maybe this is updated since then, but I don't see Q8. But I do see P7 and P8. In terms of manager's employment, this is relevant because they said that you must show the manager paperwork. It said, in terms of manager employment must be evidenced in a written contract, a copy of which must be submitted to the board within 7 days of its coming into full effect. So once you sign a manager, in 7 days, you send the paperwork to the commission. They have failed to do this in the year 2012 to 2013. They failed to do this. And then P8, contracts of employment between club and manager shall include standard clause set out in Appendix 7, clearly set out circumstances in which contract of employment may be determined by either party. So basically contract details. These are contract details that they have failed to show the board. Man, it's a lot. Whew. It's a lot. I'm tired, man. Jova, how you feeling?
You wanted to go deep.
Yeah, you went deep. You went really deep.
You brought this upon yourself.
Which is
you guys don't. What kind of support is this?
Listen, I've been read this. I'll summarize it real quick. They were scamming.
No, we're supporting you, Faz, because there's someone in the members chat who wrote, no one's actually going this deep. No one's going this deep anywhere.
I'm surprised.
Looking at those rules, I'm like, if I had to run a club, I would break some of them without even knowing they existed. Just like you, Zoom settings. I was too zoomed in.
Could be.
Imagine how many teams a club has to create just to follow these rules.
I think every club must have, like, separate accounting and auditing department, right? People must be working there.
Kyle says Faz must represent Premier League in call. Oh my God,
But
that was
Faz,
deep,
imagine the guy who was being paid 20K a day
Oh
to
yes.
represent City. Oh my
Oh
God,
yes.
that guy would have learned this.
Yes. Yeah. And he would have known this by heart, by the way. He would know this
Exactly.
by heart. If I'm paying you 20 grand a day, I expect you to know this by heart. Botswana Papi, tell me, man, how you feeling? And there's still laws I haven't gone through. I think there's still 3 rules I haven't finished.
They don't exist anymore, I guess.
You're muted.
No, this still exists. As in, they it's constantly updated.
No, so this Manchester City team needs to be dissolved.
Oh,
they need to be melted. It needs to be just. It's not a club anymore. This is some crimes against humanity, man. This is wrong. So many things, and it means there was like a certain level of confidence, a certain level of like it's a habitual thing. Just knowing that we're gonna get away with that. We got away with it last time.
How did they get away with it so many years in a row?
They didn't get away. As in, I don't think they got away with it. They were just keeping tab on it. It's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah, but why didn't the Premier League shout about it the first year?
They probably brought it to the Premier League, and the Premier League said we need more evidence. They just need more evidence, and that's
because
what
Faz, you have to understand, if you don't provide enough evidence, right? They're gonna go ahead and put a case back, suing them for defamation. For putting their name go through so much of dirt.
You've done that 3 years in a row. You've done that 3 years in a row.
And that is
5
why
years in a
the
row.
third year they saw, the fourth year they gave them the last option. Hopefully they don't do it. They did, and now we're here.
They have broken some. Okay, let's be honest. It's not crazy laws that they've broken. They failed to notify them of board meetings, man. They failed to notify them of manager contracts, man. They failed to follow code of conduct for scouts, man. But the big one is they failed to give financial documents providing current season, previous season, and future season projections, loss and profit accounts. These are where the complication starts. Now, Manchester City might come back and say, here you go. Here's all the paperwork. I forgot. It was the fax machine. It was the fax machine. There you go. There's everything.
Yeah, and that's my point. Because the first time they went through this case, they did not provide all the documents, because they themselves in their club statement that came out today said, we're going to end this once and for all. So basically, they did not have those documents prepared at that time. Now they're in confidence that now we do. And it's up to the person who's going to be, receiving them and going through them, that he has to find a way to prove. If he thinks it's not right, it's not right.
Firstly, criminals, they prepare more than the people catching the criminals, especially at this level, right?
For sure.
They are going through scenario, and they are going through outcome 1, outcome 2, outcome 3, outcome 4, outcome 5. That's what they're going through. They will sit together. They will have board meetings on how to do the loopholes. They will find ways that, okay, if the Premier League catches us, what do we do? If the UEFA catches us, what do we do? If they catch us on this, if they catch us on this season, what do we do? Pep, one thing for sure, Pep Guardiola knew this. If I am sat in a table and whatever's getting passed around, something is off, I will know. Because eventually it will be my turn to know. Do you think Pep Guardiola does not sit on the board with his owner? Do you think Pep Guardiola does not sit in the board with the guy who does the transfers?
No, to be fair to him, I might just say that he might know some parts of it.
No.
All
I ain't
the
being fair
ins
to
and outs of
nobody.
it.
You part of the system.
During the transfer break,
No,
when you see pictures of Pep and Mansour and them chilling out there, what are they talking about?
No, I'm not trying to defend Pep. No. Wait, I'm not trying to defend Pep. I'm just saying that could be another way of looking at this. You have to look at it from every angle possible.
How do you not know? You're the manager.
He has been part. Okay, the players, I understand not being part of it, but you're the man. He's the manager. Like you know.
Manager knows.
No, he should be. He should be aware of it. If he's not, then that's just a mad way of running a club.
How do you not know? Yeah, how do you not know? Your team is okay. Okay, Pep Guardiola was not here for many other years, right? It was Mancini. Yep. It was all the other managers, right? Cool. You can look at it from that perspective. It was Pellegrini. It was Brian for a little bit as well, but then I think Brian only did one small season and then got off. But it was mainly from Roberto Mancini's season that it started. Mancini, Pellegrini, and then Guardiola. Those are the three managers that they will really be looking into as to what is going on with this club. But you know where it makes me think Pep knew? These motherfuckers didn't even send Pep's documentation to the board.
Yeah,
in rule that we've just read, include contracts of employment between club and manager shall include standard clause, shall clearly set out circumstances in which contract of employment may be determined. Must be sent to us.
You think they're paying Pep under the table like incredible amount?
Thank you very much.
To keep him there because he doesn't.
Thank you very much.
There. Like you can tell in his eyes he doesn't want to be there. He'd rather be.
Thank you very much.
Team.
Ladies and gentlemen, reference Pep Guardiola. I will not leave until I win Champions League. Remember the interview he did?
Yeah,
he said, I will not leave.
He took that on his ego. Yeah.
And then Pep Guardiola now says he doesn't care about the Premier League.
Oh shit! Maybe he's in trouble too. If he gets caught, if they get caught, he's going down.
Have you ever heard a manager in the history of football say they don't care about the Premier League? Please tell me.
No.
Any, please tell me. Any manager.
That's disrespectful, actually, to say that he doesn't care about the Premier League.
I think the moment he told to the media that he doesn't care about the Premier League, at that moment I realized that something is going on. I knew something is going on, but I wasn't aware like this mess. But I knew in the staff room something is going on. But this is some real thing.
Let me ask this to you.
For no reason, giving two of his best players, which is Jesus and Zinchenko,
and Sterling,
his prodigy, to the guy who he trained.
How did they let Cancelo go out like literally 48 hours before the window closed? And in a title
Cancelo can't. That can happen because Cancelo is alone.
Find a replacement though, still, right?
No, they already have a replacement. He's a kid. I don't know how, but he is. But the thing is that Cancelo, obviously, Pep has to be the biggest person with the biggest ego. He did not let Ronaldinho and all those legends go from a team just trying to protect Messi. No. Do you think Ronaldinho would actually let a young Pep tell him how to play? No, he won't.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Jova and Melly, I'll ask you this, right? You guys want to rob a bank. You're about to make 100 million. Are you going to approach someone in the bank to be your insider and give them 20 million? Are you guys there?
I think they're thinking about the question. That's a way to question.
I'm thinking about the question.
I'm thinking about a different point that you made earlier.
So you're going to rob a bank,
yeah,
right? You've been observing this bank for a while, and you have possibly found a weak link. Possibly. if you have possibly found a weak link, are you not going to say, listen, let me know some information, I'll look after you?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah. And if I get caught, I'm throwing him under the bus. The first guy I'm throwing under the bus is him.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're the master plan anyway. So if they catch you, they're gonna catch everything nonetheless, right? They're gonna catch everything. So you know that you're gonna rob the bank, right? You have robbed the bank now. You've done it successfully. You've done it. Now you've robbed 100 million. You know a friend inside the police force. Are you not going to give him something to keep you updated as well? That, yo, if something comes up that I'm connected to, give me a little phone call. Here's your little sweetener.
Here's an envelope.
Of course you will.
I see where
right?
you're going.
Here's your envelope, right? If you think like a criminal. So how are you telling me Pep Guardiola, all his time in Man City, has been, he's lost Champions Leagues, he's lost trophies, he's lost Premier Leagues to Klopp, no problem. But this year, he's starting to behave awkwardly. In the same year that this news has come out, have you noticed?
He's a little shaky, especially.
He's a little shaky, right?
During the beginning of the year.
My theory now, where I'm going with this, is someone has called Man City and said, bro, they're coming for you. Be ready. Because how are you telling me Pep Guardiola in 2022, a year before this came out? So this came out in February. A couple of months ago, in 2022, he said, they're always telling me the truth. If they lie, I'm going to walk. So he covered his back from last year. He's covered his back from last year. Only in this year to come and say to his prodigy Arteta that I can't win this league. Why would you? How dare you say I can't win this league when Sir Alex Ferguson said the league starts in April?
No, he said I don't care about the league. I don't care about.
But he did say no. He said I can't win this league because Arteta's going to get 100 points. He said that. He said Arteta's going to get 100 points. And I can't.
Disgraceful.
How? You sold Zinchenko and Jesus to Arteta, and you're saying they're going to get 100 points. Well, motherfucker, who sold the players? It was you. So he knew.
He said he didn't want the player. They trying to, as in, the thing is, Pep trying to cover for himself. Like he knew all this was happening. So you got to cover for you got to act clueless. You have to act clueless. You can't say, "Oh, you know about everything that's going on."
Listen,
you have to act clueless. Like I don't know what the board is doing.
Okay, if the director of Manchester City football, if he leaves Manchester City organization and stops being a director, can he go and work somewhere else in a different company in a high job? Yes.
Of course.
They can, right? Politicians do that all the time. MPs, they stop being MPs and then they go work in Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yep. Yeah, they definitely do that.
So Pep Guardiola, if he gets his name tarnished in Manchester City, can he go and work in an insurance company?
I think, yeah, of course, yeah.
Of course.
No, he can't. He's a fucking football manager. Why is he going to go to an insurance company?
Then why are you bringing up goddamn?
Yeah, why are you bringing insurance?
Why are you using that as an example?
He's gonna get a job somewhere as a manager. He's gonna be at the top
You
team.
need to believe us. We
thing
all
he
No,
cares about.
understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is Pep is trying to cover his back.
Insurance company, maybe.
Pep is covering his back because he's a football manager. That's all he is. That's all his life has ever been. A football manager, football person. If you are if you're a director of a business, if you're a director of Apple, if you okay, how many times you see a director of a bank go and work in a director of a fucking train company? They switch industries, right? But Pep Guardiola cannot switch industry. He can't go and manage a cricket team, can he? He can't. He's covering his back. If you work in finance, you can leave finance to go and work
looks like somebody
Pep
who's
knows
scared.
what's going
But
on.
also by trying to cover his back by claiming that, oh, I'm just clueless, Pep. If there's any wrongdoing, I don't know anything. He's like, actually, he was telling on himself by claiming to be so innocent before any charges came through.
I understand what he did. Like, he has to cover himself. Like, if you have a job, you know your manager doing some shit.
Okay, I'm going to prove to you guys that he knew. I'm going to prove to you. Right, Mello, read P8 for me, please. What does P8 say?
Which one? 0.1, 8.1, or 8.2?
Yeah, read both of them.
Okay, it says what? Contracts of employee between the club and the manager shall include the standards clause set out in Appendix 7 and clearly set out the circumstances in which the contract of employment may be determined by either party.
Right. What's the name of the club?
Manchester City.
What's the name of the manager? Pep Guardiola. And what does it say? Contracts of employment include standard clause, clearly set out circumstances. So you're telling me the son of a bitch didn't know that his contract was not being sent to the board? That's what you're telling me? Of course he knew. He signed the freaking contract, and the club did not send it to the board.
Did you see his quotes from last year, where he was like, he doesn't know anything that's going behind the scenes, and that the people in charge have told him that everything that's happening, they're doing everything the right way?
Of course not.
Faz,
he knew.
Faz, you
and
remember?
He said that if he finds out anything about what's going on, he would leave the day after. Like,
yeah. That's the quote I was referring to before. Go on, Omo. What did you say?
Oh, you remember it says Appendix 7. If you go to page 497 and you see Appendix 7, it says manager. This man knows what's going on.
Which page is this?
497.
400.
497.
Motherfucker, he's got to. I'm on page 100. This guy 400.
You see, I heard Appendix 7. I googled up.
Wait, 409. How have you gone to 497? Because mine's only 339.
Which one are you?
490.
I did 2020. I did 2021.
Oh, hold on. I know how you've done it. Okay, mine's double-sided. That's why. 497. I'm on 97. There you go. Right. Appendix 7. Yeah, I've just found. Okay, let me bring it up.
This said manager too many times there. I'm not even reading that. I just said manager.
The manager shall observe and comply with rules and regulations for time being in force of any organization or body, rules and regulations of which the club is bound to observe, including those of the FA and the league, and particularly he shall at all times, in accordance with the league's code of conduct of managers. The manager shall comply with all reasonable instructions and requests given to the club's managers by the league or given to the manager by the club. Any dispute or difference arising between parties as to construction of this agreement or rights, duties, or obligations of either parties concerning the same manager employment shall be referred to the manager's arbitration tribunal in accordance with the rules, notwithstanding the foregoing provisions of clause 3, and without prejudice, the parties shall use, and until conclusion, an arbitration shall continue to use their best endeavors to attempt to reach a settlement for the dispute by mediation. Basically, if the manager has a disagreement, they will go to mediation, but they say it in such law terms. But anyways, the main one is the manager shall observe and comply with all the rules, regulations of the time being in force of any organization or body, the rules, regulations of which the club is bound to observe, including the ones that are set out by the FA and the league. So he knew, basically, you're supposed to follow whatever the fuck we tell the club. Follow them. That's it. As a manager, you're part of the organization. You're in charge of the organization. You follow everything I tell you. You're shaking their head. Batswana Papi, talk to me.
And I just can't wait. I'm waiting. When is Judgment Day?
There's more information on the
not soon.
There's more information on the Times website, but I don't want to pay for it.
Wait, can I
know my exact position on the league right now? What, if say they get, let's be realistic. Realistically speaking, I don't think a relegation will happen. When we're trying to be really realistic about the situation, there's what we want as rival fans, but we have to probably say a fine, a transfer ban. Those are like in the realm of possibilities. Some real, actual, tangible punishments that could be fitting for some of the offenses that now there's over 100 of them. If Manchester City was one person, it will be Ivan Toney. So maybe there'll be even be more that are even more incriminating that we haven't touched on tonight.
Can I be honest? I have reached out to, I think, 6 different Man City fans, the 6 that I found, and they're all busy all of a sudden. They're all busy.
They're probably cooking the books right now. That's why.
They're gone looking for lawyers abroad and shit. Just to let you know, I am making a prediction right now, as of today. Someone from Man City is getting sacked. Someone from Man City is leaving, and they're gonna publicly say such a person has left because of this situation. Someone is leaving. Nobody keeps their job when something like this comes out. It's impossible.
It's going to be their DOF.
Yeah, they will throw someone under the bus.
Juve had a lot of people leave.
Juve, Woodward got shagged. They might go and sign Woodward. At least Woodward didn't cheat. Just saying.
Faz, you're actually right, because they're gonna go ahead and throw a bunch of people under the bus.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're gonna go ahead and throw these people money worth in their weight to be quiet and take the blame.
Well, that's what happened with the Super League as well. Let's not forget. They said it was a Woodward idea.
But now, Jacob, would you take those scouts, the improper conduct scouts?
Those scouts, man. Those scouts. Those cheats.
But one of the things which bothers me is, the owner of Newcastle is the richest owner of the football club. He must be looking at this. Okay, you know what? Let's see what the punishment they will get. He has a...
Yeah, but there is... Okay, this is not just financial, though. How do you... Okay, reading those laws, do you know how much money they fraudulently moved? No, you don't.
Yeah, that's true. But
we don't know what they've done. We just know the rules that they've broken.
My thing is, the thing which bothers me is FA and English community and all this, legal parties and management, they have to come hard on them.
They have to.
If they do not come hard on them, then indirectly they will encourage the other clubs owners to do it, because at the end they will be like, you know what, 15 points one season is a short term. It's gonna open. The thing is, Todd Bowley is moving mad and no one knows about it. Only the American owners and the oil money, they have the more money. Okay, you see, the Chelsea owner is American, Glazers is American, the oil money, like the more and more oil money and American money comes into Premier League, it's not good for the integrity. Trust me.
No, bro. Let me correct your statement. Wait, let me correct your statement. I have to speak on this because this is important. The thing is, the Newcastle owners could have done a madness, double what Todd Bowley did, double. But the thing is, they've learned from those. Obviously, they spoke to the Man City owners before buying Newcastle, right? So they know how exactly Man City has fucked up. They know what mistakes they've done. And that is why, do you really think a man with that kind of bank, with that kind of money, is just sitting on it and not making a move?
But the fact is,
big owners. Todd Bowley, the reason why Todd Bowley actually did what he did is because he's not a part of that group. He's the American owners.
The fact is, nothing big is going to happen. I'm sorry.
That's true as well. So
because not the Premier League, forget the Premier League. There is something bigger than the Premier League called the UK government, who are in bed with Abu Dhabi. Do you know how much money Abu Dhabi bring into UK? Fuel prices are going up in the UK as it is because of Ukraine issues, because of Russia, and etc. etc. Do you know how much investments are made in Heathrow Airport by Qataris, by Middle Easterns? And Middle Easterns will not like if the UK government has a little Premier League who's giving them a lot of headache. They won't. It takes one phone call to someone in the parliamentary position to call the board of Premier League and say, yo, calm down. You've all watched House of Cards. You know how this shit works. If you haven't, you need to watch it. You know how it takes one phone call for things to disappear. It takes one phone call to people to disappear.
But you guys have now a very good prime minister, though.
Faz, you already know. Where is Woodward? Does that person even exist anymore?
We don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Like I say, they leave a company, they leave a company, then they go to another company.
Listen, don't worry about the great Woodward. He's coming.
I don't know what Ed Woodward is doing now. No idea. What is he doing? Let's see. Yeah, I can't find out. He eventually to step. Woodward now free from pressure. Oh, what is it? Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, he's taking a holiday. He's got loads of money. I can't find anything. Yeah, I can't find anything. That's all.
Something. Oh, guys.
Yeah, can't find anything. But anyways, big up to everyone for staying. It has been long and very detailed today. But yeah, thank you to all the members for joining. Big up to everybody for the donations as well, for the charity that I will be donating to, for the one that will be helping the people in Turkey and Syria. Like I say, I have some close friends who are affected by this as well, who I will be contacting and helping out. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you very, very much. I will come back with another stream tomorrow. Obviously, we've got the Leeds game to review and understand. New manager bounce. I'm guessing there's some assistant manager who's managing them at the moment. But yeah, we will see as it comes. But big up to Ronald as well. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you. Big up to Akshay for joining. Big up to Football Power Hour as well. Make sure you go check out his channel, Football Power Hour. Thank you very much for joining. Big up to Mello. Big up to Yova as well for the first time joining. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was enjoyable for you to join and have your thoughts as well. And big up to Omo as well for joining. Big up to all the members. Thank you all for joining, guys. I shall see you guys tomorrow. It was way longer than I thought it would be. But yeah, I shall see you all tomorrow with the Leeds preview. But Man City, bro, someone needs to handle them. Big up, peace, love, and guidance. Take care, everyone.